What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Xtreme Truth Podcast. I'm your host, Jimmy Bones, and I'm here with my brothers, the Icon Legend Connection. We're going to start with my brother first off, Legend, Damian Simmons. What's up, bro?
Woo! What's Lord Jimmy Bone? What's going on, Extreme Community? This is that original official one, Legend Damian Simmons, right here live from the garden. We're here, the Jimmy Bone and the Icon Legend Connection. We got something live for you tonight. Trust me, stay tuned. Back to you, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, tonight's going to be a lot of fun. And we got my other brother, the other half of the Icon Legend Connection. We're going to start with my brother, James, the Icon. Grant, what's up, my brother?
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, every Extreme Truth Podcast maniac? Right now, you are listening to the greatest shit that's happening since the last time her ass spread out her leg to say, yes, come get some. So, Jimmy,
tonight's topic is going to be crazy. Tonight's main topic is we're going to dispel some stereotypes. We're going to dispel different myths that have been around for a very, very, very long time. And we're going to play a little game. A game that's so secret that I don't even know what the questions are. only Legend does. So this should be a lot of fun tonight. Because normally I know what's happening. I have no idea what's going to happen tonight.
Hold on. So basically, Jimmy,
yes,
you're going to start off the show.
I am.
To let everybody know that pretty much Legend is in control.
Oh, yeah, Legend got this topic tonight.
It's
going to be a good one.
Some magic. You believe in magic. How much sugar tonight?
Oh, indeed. Indeed. All right, so let's start with our current events. I know we're tired of talking about this, but it's going to be a little bit of a pickup from last week. The Will Smith, Jada Pinkett thing, we talked about it last week with him pretty much slapping the hearing out of Chris Rock.
What did the five fingers say to the face? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he couldn't hear it, so. So there has been an update. Will Smith has been suspended from the Academy for the next 10 years. Somebody said to me before, 10 years, that's nothing. Okay, he can't go to any Academy Awards events. That's not voting power that we lost. Because remember, the biggest issue that we had is that we didn't have enough people of color voting for our movies. So now that's another voter that we have. And do you honestly believe that they're going to still be booking him for major movies? They've already started canceling movies that he's in. They've already so far canceled one movie and delayed another one indefinitely.
Absolutely.
Bad Boys 4 is delayed indefinitely.
Yep.
And that was a hit. That was a hit movie that made a lot of money, and they were getting ready to do part 4. That's delayed indefinitely now. So do you think that his career can recover from this?
No, you got to think about all of the blow that is dealing right now. Just think about Bad Boys 4. So look at it, and I can tell you this as an actor, because this has happened to me plenty of times. Where you get a good script, you got a great crew, you got everybody on board, everybody filming. You got one jackass that's a part of the cast. They either wants to hold the director up for money, or now they're on their pretty shit. And I've seen guys and girls do this. Next thing you know, your show ain't happening. Or I even have a series on YouTube where it only has 2 episodes because of a jackass doing that. What they don't think about is how you're sitting up there and you're basically sacrificing now all these other people who had plans with this movie, who might have needed this to get themselves either jump started or get themselves jump started into the career, or maybe get them back on top, or even just stay level. I mean, it's Bad Boys 4, and I done seen them all. I'm sure everybody else has to get into that type of stuff. So it is a big, big blow. You know what I mean? And like you said, he's such a great actor. And, are you really going to be casting this guy like that? And, like I said, no offense, I'm just talking about in general. Are you really going to be casting this guy like that now when he's bringing all this bad publicity? If you win an Oscar, he can't even go get it.
Yeah. And there's already a lot of comedians that said they refuse to work with him.
Right.
A lot of comics said they are not working with him.
He's a comedian killer.
But Tony Rock said on site. He said, and it's 10 of them.
So you on set doing a scene with Will, and then they pull up. No, you might get caught in the crossfire.
Yeah.
And I don't even mean with guns.
Icon, you got anything on this one?
I don't know, man. I just think that if we look at the whole scope of Will Smith, like before the slap, he could have ran for president, because only the shenanigans that he was involved in didn't have anything of his doing. All right. So it just kind of, it's a part of me that feels kind of fucked up that, okay, let's keep it real. He's been a good figure for Black people for many of years. Played in the most famous Black sitcoms ever. You know what I'm saying? And then he does one thing, and now we treating him like he done raped 5 chicks on the set.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I understand. Okay, some repercussions here and there, but god damn, I mean, it's like, okay, we know we fucked up. I'm not saying that he didn't fuck up, but fuck, he didn't kill a motherfucker.
You know what it is? You know what makes it?
He didn't beat a nigga ass on us. I mean, it just fucked up. This is not a fucked up. Will Smith is not a fucked up individual. Okay.
No, but you know what it is? You know what it is? This is what it is. Sometimes parents do this with kids. They have this place where they want you. Like, okay, this is my good kid. This is where my kid is supposed to go in life. He was Hollywood's kid. So as Hollywood's kid or Hollywood's baby, there's certain things he wasn't supposed to do.
Yep.
And he did it. And not only did he do it, he was indignant about it. He did it and then made a self-serving speech and then went partying right after.
Yep.
And then a day later apologized on social media.
Listen,
I'm not. You got to think about the day and era.
Motherfuckers should lose 10 years.
That's looked at somebody.
He should lose 10 years of income after he's been one of the best figures for Black people up to this point. Get the fuck. It's not right. Okay. I mean, okay, I'm not saying nothing shouldn't happen, but this is just fucking ridiculous now. We acting like this is
Let me ask you. So what should happen? What would you suggest?
I don't know, but god damn, not all this shit. This shit is crazy.
What's crazy is that it actually. I'm gonna tell you the implications of this.
He is wrong in a lot of ways. He is wrong, but I just think it's an overkill. Like,
well, you know what it is. Now, this is the implications to Black America that nobody's thinking about because of this. Now, this is not to the Hollywood, just to Black America. First ever Oscars produced by a Black person. Samuel L. Jackson wins an Oscar. No one knows about it. Questlove wins an Oscar. No one knows about it. No one's.
I understand.
But again, it goes to the same thing. But this is what it goes to. This is what it goes to. You do what you do. So even if he said, you know what, I was emotional, I was caught up in the moment. Okay, cool. That happens. Then you win your award. Don't apologize to Chris Rock. Okay, cool. You're still within your right. You then go on and party all night right after that. And then you don't even come out with a video and say, hey, you know what? I'm wrong. I was in my feelings. No, I'm gonna put a little post on social media. That's my apology. That's what they're looking at. Because they're like, if you were really sorry, you would have made a video. Because again, he was supposed to be the golden boy.
If he's really sorry, he'll go straight to him like a man. Straight to him like a man to man, talk the shit out and what have you. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? If they want to say something just to keep the fucking audience down, be like it's squashed between, you know what I'm saying? Everything, everybody he got to apologize in public. He didn't smack the public, he smacked one motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to and sit down with that dude and apologize to him. Fuck making this whole publicity stuff, apologizing to him. Come on, man. You know, real shit is in public, eye to eye with the motherfucker you slapped. You know what I'm saying? Squash the shit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody say something, be like, I talked to Will. Will said, I talked to Rock. It's squash. Boom. 2 men handle the shit. That's about it.
But now, it's crazy because it goes back.
No, you gotta say a public apology.
Now, here's the crazy thing about it. It goes back to him saying, and I said this last week. He said he was protecting his wife. And I said, see how fast she abandons him when this gets hot. I said this last week. Here she goes. I didn't need protecting. I wish she didn't do it. I didn't need to be protected.
See now.
I said last week that was gonna happen.
I have a comment.
Here we go.
I said this shit before, didn't I, Legend? I said it. What did I say? On a post or something? Legend, what I say? You got better memory than I do. What did I say? Tell Legend.
You said everybody sitting up there and jumping, saying this, that, whatever. She has nothing. She basically has nothing to do with it, or whatever the case is. She's going to sit up there. She's going to bail on him. She's not going to sit up there and rock it out with him because of the fact that, you know what I'm saying? She's smart. You know what I'm saying? He did the shit basically on his fucking own or whatever, trying to sit up there and press her, but she's not going to be with him.
No.
And what happened to the king and queen rule?
Well, now, what I said was that a lot of women, when that happened, a lot of women came out and said, "Yeah, I wish my man will protect me like Will protect Jada," right? And I said, some of you don't even respect the black man, but y'all want protection, right? Now this woman going to say in public that she don't need protection from a husband.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? It's
fucked up. It's something I don't give a fuck if you didn't need protection. You don't say in front of everybody, "Oh, I don't need protection from your husband."
If you notice, there's something else that I said too last week. I said, if you notice, Will is always out there trying to fix the marriage publicly. Will is always commenting. Will is always putting out the fires. Will is always defending her and defending their decision, which is a man you should do. But I asked the question, how often do you see her defending him?
Never.
And then I asked the second question, how many of his scandals don't involve her?
What scandal?
And I said that last week. And I said, I guarantee you, she's going to be like, "Oh, I wish she didn't do it. I wish he didn't." And granted, he probably thought he was doing it because he was defending her. If you genuinely believe that, I respect that. I wish you would have done it differently. I really do. I wish you would have thought it out. But I called it. Because if she reacted to things the same way that he did, she would have said, "You know what? I love my man. I respect what he did. I don't appreciate it, but we're going to work together and we're going to fix this together."
Yep.
There was none of that. It was, I wish you didn't do that. I don't need protection.
Right.
Not, "Oh, I love him. We're going to work together. It was a mistake, but it's all right. We're going to work together. I'm still with you." You didn't hear that.
Nope.
What message of support was actually made?
Nor were we expecting to. Like I said, if we trying to press charges in this, I would love to take her case because there was no fingerprints at the scene of the crime for her. That's why I said everything was on him acting out. She doesn't have to take responsibility because she wasn't responsible, even though we know why he did it. But guess what? She didn't tell him to do so. She never even moved her lips.
Man, but to just come out and say, "I didn't need protection." If we're talking about her husband, and she's talking about her husband. You should never say no dumb shit like that, man.
If it was a boyfriend, you still shouldn't be saying nothing like this.
But I'm pretty sure we done all been in a situation where we're dealing with a female and she having a problem with her ex. And we sitting there about to fight this dude defending her. And then the cops get called. What you doing? I ain't telling them to do that.
Yep.
That's why I'm defending you, though.
That's why I
ain't to do that.
I learned my lesson trying to defend family, and y'all know the family. So, nope.
Yeah.
No, sir. No, ma'am. And Espanol, no mas.
Lona, your arm about to fall off. What's up?
Oh, yeah, I know Lona Bird in over there.
Wait. No, I agree with you, Jimmy. Like, I think he just had a moment where he just didn't care. Okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of things we're saying is like, okay, you said he was considered the golden boy. We don't know what he was doing behind closed doors.
Exactly. That's what I mean by the public eye.
By the public eye,
Yeah.
that's what he was. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I hear what you're saying, Icon, about, okay, he's getting 10 years and we shouldn't punish him. He didn't, it wasn't that severe. But we have to look at what he did, okay, when he did it and where he did it at, okay? He assaulted a person during a live broadcast, televised, which means on camera. And there was like millions of people, and where he did at the Oscars with millions of witnesses on site. Every time somebody walked out, the reporter was like, what did you think about what happened? Some people like, oh, I saw it. Others would say, I did see it. The reporter was like doing the police job, interviewing people.
Yeah. You want to come into this office?
Exactly. No, don't call her because she was backstage. She didn't see it happen along with the other officer. Because even the police, they put a statement out the day before the Oscars announced what the punishment, I guess, would be. And they said, well, we couldn't arrest Will Smith because the officer did not see the assault happen. Chris Rock didn't want to press charges. And then they said people were walking into the police station and wanted us to arrest him, but we couldn't because they weren't there and they did not witness it appear. And they didn't witness it, but they said if anybody who was attendee at the Oscars who saw it, if they would have asked the police officer to arrest Will, then they would have. I'm like, what am I listening to right now? The police put a report out, like right before that happened. And then, so as for her saying that she doesn't need protecting, the fixer told her to do that. Let's just keep it 100, okay? Because they could have, that whole situation could have been rectified that night. His speech was horrible, like you said, Jimmy. He didn't apologize. He tried to. You cannot justify assaulting someone based off of a joke. It wasn't even a person was. It would be different if like he was intentionally assaulting him. That still wouldn't be. You still can't justify it though. Right. But he tried to justify his actions. The fixer's the one that said, and then she said, "Well, both me and Will, and this is just statements." That they both agreed that he overreacted and that she did not tell him to do that and whatever. The fixer it took them 2 weeks to come up with how to get this, how to calm this down for 2 weeks. Like they have people to fix stuff like that.
Come up with that.
I think they did a pretty good job. I think they did. The fixer did a pretty good job. They did. 10 years he can't attend the Oscars. I hear what you're saying. He may not get movie roles now. We're not, really doesn't. He's been in the industry for 35 years. Maybe the man was ready to retire and he just brought himself into early retirement. We don't know.
His reputation. His reputation is going to take a hit because don't forget, he's involved with a lot of philanthropic projects. He's involved with a lot of stuff he's producing. So now it's affecting them too, because now that's going to take a hit too.
It 100% will. We have to see how that rides out. But the 10 years not being able to attend the Oscars, that's nothing, considering what he did on live TV, and he's a role model. And thing is, nobody agreed with what he did on camera. Like all of the successful Black men. I mean, like the way Tyler Perry, like they was like they prayed for him. He was like they was like we need Jesus to get you out of this situation.
He was going through something.
Nobody went to Chris Rock because they just wanted to stay because they knew this Black man was about to get persecuted for doing this on a live broadcast show. That was the problem with what happened. Like, come on now. And like everybody goes through stuff. So like, I don't know. I think he just had a moment where he just didn't care. And we don't know what he be doing. So
we'll
see what happens.
I just had a funny thought though, right? Tell me if I'm wrong or not for thinking it. I bet you he wouldn't be in any type of trouble like he is now if he slapped Chris Rock on like the Soul Train Award and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, everybody would be like, "Oh,
right." You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Twitter would have lit up.
None of this would have been an issue. I don't know. Is that a stereotype? Maybe I'm feeding into the topic of the show. Is that a stereotype, or am I right?
It kind of is. It kind of goes back to that. It kind of goes back to that mentality some Black people have. They don't be acting up, man. There's white people around.
Exactly.
We've heard that before. There's white people around. Don't be acting up.
Yep.
But
this is what I'm saying.
It's true though. It's true.
So you see what I'm talking about, right? Because when I was thinking like the Oscars, that's the wrong show to be doing shit like that. But like I said, and that's no knock to the Soul Train Awards. You know, I used to watch. I don't watch any award shows anymore. But that was one of the last ones I did watch. Was the Soul Train Awards when they were honoring somebody. So but I'm just talking about with the way Hollywood looks at the standards in between the two. If that would have been the Soul Train Awards, he could have slapped Chris Rock off the damn stage. I guarantee he wouldn't have get half the flack that he's getting now because it was the Oscars in front of them people, as they would say.
He'd have won an award for best slap.
Soul Train is not live though. Soul Train is not live, so they could have edited that part.
But if it was
allegedly, if it was, we would have covered it up and we would have said it was allegedly, and they would have deleted that scene.
Yep,
that's the difference. And we could have, if it wasn't a live broadcast, they would have deleted that scene and it would have been allegedly. That video would have never came out to ruin his reputation. I'm telling you.
It came out because somebody was out there. Somebody would have been out there with their iPhone recording that.
Correct.
That's correct.
That's correct. That's correct. I take it back.
About 5 a.m.
Just like World Star. A couple more things because I just want to put this whole Will Jada thing to bed because I'm tired of talking about it. It's so crazy because again they have a history. I know all these new clips are coming out from Jada's show, and it's what I went to before when I said a lot of the issues comes up with them because they talk about it publicly. You can't talk about your life publicly and then get mad when people talk about it.
Yep.
So there was a video recently where Jada said that she didn't want to marry Will. She was crying and they actually had to drag her down the aisle because she did not want to marry him. But she was pregnant at the time. Even if it's the type of thing where you say, hey, you know what, I changed my mind. How do you think he feels? This is a man who literally, I remember when his son Jaden was born, he said, I named him Jaden after the thing that I love the most in the world. I remember that. And you go from that to her saying, yeah, I never really wanted to marry him anyway. And then, there's another video of her recording him on, I guess, for the beginnings of the Red Table Talk or what have you. And it's a video of him saying, get the camera out of my face. Stop clout chasing with me. So I don't know what goes on in their home. I'm praying for them. I hope they work everything out. Absolutely. From the outside, it looks toxic. Just from what we see on the outside. Again, we don't know what goes on at home. We don't. I really hope for the best for them. I really want to see a Black family successful, but stuff just keeps coming out. This is what you have to be leery of if you keep putting your own business out there. It's like people that go on social media and put all their stuff out there. I look back at some of my old posts from 10 years ago and I'm like, oh, God. Let's hope nobody ever sees these. Granted, I was a different person back then. Yeah, you should have looked, you'd be like, oh, God, yeah, delete. Granted, that was 10 years ago. I get it. And we all change over time. So I don't think someone should be bound by their past. But if you keep doing it, that's a whole nother project. That's a whole nother problem. If you keep doing it.
Yeah, Jay.
I already see it. But yeah. All right, we're gonna skip ahead to
I have to wrestling fans in the Dog Pound song.
We got any old school wrestling fans in the house?
Right, yeah.
Old school wrestling fans. So you should remember this. You should remember Tammy.
I'm definitely a wrestling fan, but what's up?
Yeah.
Who was that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you remember Tammy Fitch, aka Sunny. She was a big time star in the 90s. Unfortunately, she's no longer known for her wrestling career.
Not at all.
She's known because she's constantly getting in and out of trouble. Always. Whether it be DUIs, fights, going to jail. She's constantly in and out of trouble. But this time, I think she done did it. She's accused of hitting somebody, hitting a car, that hit another car that killed a man, and she was allegedly under the influence when she did it. So she's facing a manslaughter charge, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think it's a manslaughter charge. And with her criminal record, if she gets convicted, she's going to be in jail for a long time.
Well,
but I hate this. Yeah.
I said, well, I was glad that I was able to see her in her sunny days live. And got to see the rundown when the Sunny looked like a moon. I think I was all with y'all guys when we saw her.
She wasn't that bad. She wasn't that bad when we saw her.
She wasn't that good either, man.
You know what it was? She was better than I expected. Because I expected way worse.
I did too. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, she looked like she's still holding on.
I mean, I figured she'd have came in here slurring her words, drunk. But no, she looked a lot better than I thought she would.
She did.
It's unfortunate. A lot of these folks a lot of these wrestlers have issues, and people in general have issues. I mean, look at Scott Hall. I mean, God rest his soul, but same thing with him. It was just a matter of time before something was going to happen. Fortunately, he cleaned his life up, but unfortunately, he died right after.
Yep. That's usually what happens. When you so to the life and then you clean up and you done beat up your system so much in your body, it's at the point now it almost becomes dependent on whatever you've been using, drugs or alcohol or otherwise. So really a sad case. Did y'all know this woman has 7 DUIs? I'm surprised she's actually walking around and free.
Yeah.
7 DUIs.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. Like I said, been in and out of jail more than your neighborhood drug dealer. It's ridiculous. And she actually started very early in her career with Jim Cornette, and some of y'all might recognize the name either from his time on TV as being a manager, or some of you know him from a podcaster. But
and Smokey's Mountain Wrestling, right?
Smoky Mountain Wrestling. He was in WWE and not WWE, WWF, WCW, and he was the manager of the Midnight Express, right? So my favorite manager of all time, by the way. So he had a close relationship with her and her late husband, who was also had his addiction problems, which, as Jim Cornette stated out, that was more than because of the wrestling. Her addiction was because of the people that she hung out with. And yes, a lot of people know him. He's very outspoken. You can hear the hurt in his voice when he was reporting this. And he just had to say, it's sad what happens, but somebody has to stop her. What I'm saying? So the reason why he's never even made comments about her on there is because as long as she's only hurting herself, he didn't even want to recognize that part because he's, he considers her a friend. But at this point, and that would be with any of us, when somebody reaches that low, that now you've hurt somebody and you've taken someone's life, that's a whole problem. At that point, if you still continue with it, then you're just enabling the person. And that person might mess around and make you lose your life. It's truly sad, considering how big of a name she was back in her era, and she didn't even wrestle. She wasn't like a wrestler like, Trish Stratus or Sasha Banks or anything like that. She didn't wrestle. I don't know if she ever wrestled a match, to be honest. She was a manager. She was like a model for them. She was kind of the first one that kind of ushered when they started getting all these models to be a part. So it's sad, but it shows you that these people that you see on TV who think is living larger than life, they're still people just like us. And they still have their vices. They still, get their urges, and they still deal with shit just like us. And it look like she's going to deal with a lot of years for manslaughter. I don't think it's been confirmed. I guess they're still waiting for the test to come back as of last time I checked. So I don't know if it's been confirmed that she was under the influence, but it is a high suspicion. And checking her background, the only thing that would work for her is if they show like the brakes gave or something like that. And even then, I don't know if she's getting scot clean.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad.
It's sad.
It's a wake-up call for some, though.
Yeah. Kind of keep with the whole legal news. A South Carolina man is going to be the first man executed in years by gunfire. He's actually going to get killed by a fire.
Where
South Carolina.
Oh, come on. Hold on. Time out, Jimmy. So you're going to tell me these motherfuckers put a nigga outside. He got the rifle and said, fire.
Yep.
They just want to have a reason to shoot a nigga. They didn't have to do it like that. That's some bullshit.
No, he requested it.
Listen,
he requested it.
There's some bullshit. Who just shooting niggas?
Listen, listen, Icon. Listen to what Jimmy said.
He requested a firing squad. Now, guess what race he is?
Black.
Yes.
He wanted to bring it back. He wanted to go down in history, I guess. God,
no, you know what?
What a way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he just wanted it done and over with. He didn't want to like bullshit the situation.
Is that the best way? No. What is the quickest way? What is the quickest way? Execution style.
Shoot,
I wouldn't know. I haven't been executed.
Huh? I'm just saying.
No, I mean,
I'm just trying to figure out what would be the quickest. Lethal injection, electrocution.
Maybe. I don't know.
I know what they used to do in England when they used to off the head. I'm sure that would have beat by now.
Well, that's the quickest.
Well, yeah, that would have been the quickest, man.
Yeah,
I think they were still doing that.
I'll take that. They could chop my big ass head right on off, Phil. I'll be right out of here just like that.
Well, you know what? Saudi Arabia and Iraq, they still doing it.
I don't plan on visiting, nor do I plan on dying execution or getting locked up. So I think I'll be all right.
Oh, so you're good.
Did he die suffering?
See, and that's what Lona's saying. He died suffering.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know why someone would cheat. That's gangster. It's a gangster way to go out.
But I never knew. But I never knew you had your option how to die.
Me neither.
Yeah, you can. Certain states have different forms of execution. Like the states that really love executing people, they give you like a menu. You're like, ooh, you know what? That electric chair do look good. Maybe I should get that lethal injection.
I really feel like going extreme right here. I really do.
So I wonder if they ordered their last meal in their execution style.
Man, I'd be like, listen. I don't know, man. Probably give me some nice electrocution ass pussy. I'll die like that. Just die about getting electrocuted.
Advanced AIDS and shit. Okay,
good
damn, I just said advanced AIDS. I said electrocution, nigga. God damn.
I thought you said it's gonna be a
good luck on that, bro. Oklahoma, another state. I guess that's the South. Banned abortion, and also gives a prison term to doctors that perform it.
That's sad. That's sad.
So if you in Oklahoma, pull out.
Do we have that on the list, Jimmy?
We're banned throughout the entire South. So
okay. Well, there's some parts of the South I still fuck with. Definitely no. I never had plans.
Now you gonna have chicks crossing the borders now. Girl, I gotta make her cross the border. It's almost that time, girl.
Girl, be pregnant.
Girl, get pregnant. She got pregnant. They'll be building a wall for them too now and shit. Prejudice.
They're having just got to run to the border now to get the situations.
But it's crazy because Texas got the same thing.
Texas, the whole Texas.
I think Texas is one of the hardest states to get an abortion in, and Oklahoma is the state right above it.
Damn, you got motherfuckers going to Mexico.
You're gonna be driving east. Like I need some of y'all services. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, it's
crossing the border and shit. Why did the fuck did you go to Mexico, bitch? Well, I live in Texas. It's right there. It's right there.
But it's so crazy. We always talk about the South and them being stupid. Well, I don't call them stupid.
Well, I don't call
the South stupid.
Yeah, y'all.
But
I have no problems with the South except for those.
Sometimes certain people in the South do stupid things. The South is known for racism. But to everybody who says that, not so fast, because Jersey also has some places that's known for racism. There's a certain town in New Jersey that's under investigation because reportedly a whistleblower has a recording of the mayor, the chief of police, and the head of internal affairs calling black people spooks, monkeys, and niggas. Again, the mayor,
who the fuck? I'm sorry. Who the fuck? I'm so pro-black. Who the fuck? Who is this?
This is
Clark. Yeah, Jimmy, put his information out there. Fuck him. Put his information out there. I was warned about Clark many years ago, y'all. I used to be a patient transporter for the veterans, for the VAs in New York, New Jersey, and PA. And they warned me about it because I had never been to these towns until I started driving there. These veterans coming from all over New Jersey, all over PA, all over New York. So they put me on about Clark. They said that was a racist ass town. I'm not saying the people per se, but the people that run it. So when this story broke, my facial expression didn't change. I already knew that's why I stayed the hell out that way. And no offense to people that's there, But that's just what I was always warned about. So
there's a guy that I know that lives there. He told me, he's like, yeah, I've heard the rumors about it. I've lived here my whole life, and it's not that bad. He said, but there is one thing, because I had a friend of mine that came and visited me, and he got pulled over for just driving through town. And I asked him what the cop's name was, and I knew the cop, and I just told the cop to let him go. But I'm gonna read the article. It's not long. And this is all reported. 2 years ago, a whistleblower in Clark Township came forward with explosive allegations that he secretly recorded the mayor, the police chief, and a supervisor in internal affairs referring to blacks with racial slurs, shines, spooks, and niggas. Well, the N-word, but I think we all know what that is. Yet Clark officials hid the accusations by preemptively agreeing to pay $400,000 to the whistleblower and his attorney to avoid a lawsuit that would have thrust them into the public eye. An NJ Media investigation has found under the settlement, the whistleblower, who was a police lieutenant, turned the recordings over to the township. And the town allowed him to remain working on the payroll without working until he retired.
It must be nice, isn't it, people? It must be nice. Right?
Crazy. Again, this is all reported. Yeah, Sherry.
I just want to say, fuck that bitch ass nigga. I don't care what. I don't like white people.
Oh my God!
Like I don't
You're on
care.
the perfect show tonight. Then
you cannot talk crap. Like I understand that you want us to feel alienated because we're beautiful and we're bold. And you don't understand it. But at the end of the day, when you start coming out and it's being thrown in our face, they're being backed up. Nobody's fighting for us. We're so unloved and so unprotected. And they throw that little law at us like it's supposed to mean something.
Yeah. Well, what's so crazy about
this is all bull crap. Like I feel like this is just going back to us being pushed into slavery, just enchained in our mindset, not just, we got to. Oh my gosh.
The headphones are messing up.
You're breaking up.
Messing up.
Sorry.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
No, but we're so enslaved by these people. It doesn't make sense why we're so enslaved mentally. Even when they broke the shackles, faces with these racial slurs they keep putting.
Yeah, your audio's messed up.
Because they want to divert instead of us saying that we're still trapped.
It's so crazy because that's.
Oh my bad. I was gonna say Corey made a comment in the chat there about how, like in the South, at least they're out with this shit. And that is one thing I will say about the South. And they racists down there, they're not gonna hide the shit until they get caught and put on social media and on the news, and then they'll apologize for it, just like this cat did. You know what I'm saying? Reading from the paper the whole time. I actually watched his sorry ass apology. So reading from the paper the whole time. He never addressed black people in the speech. Let me point that out also. So when he was apologizing, it was generalized. He never once said, I apologize to African Americans. I apologize to black people that might have been offended. To the people. It was all general. So if that doesn't tell you much, then I don't know what is. And that's the reason why I don't give a fuck about it. My language.
What's so weird is at one of my jobs, I had to at times work in that town. And people would ask me, oh, so you going to Clark? I said, yeah. And they'd say, you know how you spell Clark? I said, no. It says CLARKKK.
Yep.
And I was like, wow. Then somebody else came to me and called it Ku Klux Clark. Yep. And I said, no, it can't be that bad. And they were like, no, it is. And I'm saying, no. I mean, I personally have never had any problems in that town. So I won't lie and say I have. I personally have never had any problems in that town.
No comment. No comment. You know what I'm saying? But these were white people that warned me about Clark. Let me just point that out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who you're referring to. These were white people and black people that pointed it out. I remember it was a little cute couple, white couple, woman and she used to come with her husband out on his. I think he was in a wheelchair or power chair. And like I said, them and the a black guy. They warned me about it. That's why I just want to make sure we understand this wasn't like some black people that was racist saying whatever. These were from people that had been around that town, knew that town. I think they had lived in that town at one point, got the hell up out of there. So trust me, that's when you know it's really serious.
So that's where the movie Get Out was made?
It should have made it. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? One of the guys I knew that lived there, because I know a couple of people that lived there, and the guy said, "Yeah, I know about the rumors, but don't worry about it. They got rid of most of the racist cops." And I'm like, "What? Like, why is this normal to you?"
Because it is. You know what I'm saying? That's like South. That's like the South of New Jersey right there. Clark and I heard Tom's River too is a motherfucker.
As Corey said, it's out in the open in the South. Up here, it's, you sit there and they smile in your face and they're polite to you, but then they're saying things about you behind your back. Yep. That's why you got to sometimes start to know what coded. You have to sometimes understand coded language.
Yep, absolutely.
I've been in a situation where someone literally asked me if I was going through something because I grew my hair out. Yep. So me having an afro meant I was going through something.
Yep.
Okay,
and I actually had one guy say to me during, no, beard shaped up. I just grew my hair out.
Oh, you skin too black, man. You skin too black.
They thought about to start pumping his fist in the air, like, oh shit, maybe about the
revolution.
Get the pick with the fist up, man. You're getting too black, man.
I had one guy say to me, during the whole George Floyd, when they were having the riots, and the guy asked me where I was. I said, I'm in Newark. He said, you got to be careful out there because they're rioting. If you're in Newark, they're gonna riot. I said, well, people tried to riot in Newark, and the people of Newark stopped the riots. The residents of Newark stopped it. They said, they're rioting. You got to be careful. I said, yeah, because most of the people that are rioting are white. Most of the people that are looting are white. And the guy said, okay. But he tried to imply that because I was in an area with people that look like me, that I needed to watch out. Because people that look like me were angry, and he didn't understand why black people were angry.
Right. Ain't that so?
It's a recording that me, Legend, and my buddy Josh did. And we talked about George Floyd. We said George Floyd isn't the first time this happened. We could just reel off the names. I said, and I said to my friend who's right, I said, you see how y'all felt when you saw the George Floyd thing and how you felt powerless? I said, now let's think about Amadou Diallo, Sean Bell, Rakia Boyd, Abner Louima. We could just start reeling the names off. So it's not new for us. Right. So when we hear about this racism going on, it's we get annoyed by it, but unfortunately we're used to it. This has been our existence our entire life.
Mm-hmm. Growing up in the hood, I can remember pre-internet. Now pre-internet.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that you could just be walking and you see a couple of cops got a nigga down or whatever, and it was so normal. Sometimes you would just keep walking. Unfortunately, back then,
because you didn't want to be next.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to be. This is so the whole thing about it's something I said to somebody before. Everybody should be able to finish this statement. As a black person, and not my co-host, anybody else in the audience, as a black person, you have to work twice as hard to get what?
Yeah, as much.
Think about that. We all know that. Think about how tiring that is to know I now have to work twice as hard to get half of what everybody else is getting.
That's
that's stressful. Okay, Lone, I see your arm getting tired again.
Well, they're getting the muscles on tonight.
So when you started this, my first job was in Clark back in 1991. And I remember, so when you said it, I was like, I was like, I remember how they used to say Clark is racist. And when you just said it, I'm like, that is such a small town. It might be like 20 blocks long.
It is. It's
extremely small. But let me tell you, they will racial profile you in a second.
Oh, I know.
I have met a guy.
Yep.
I have met a guy. I met a guy at a club one time. So anyway, long story short, he's coming over. He does a no call, no show, right? And the next time, I'm like, what the hell happened to you? He sends me a screenshot of a ticket. It was like, once he got off the parkway, he got pulled over. I'm like, that has nothing to do with me, though. You could have called me. But I guess he was so upset he didn't feel like being bothered. He just went back home. I don't know what he did, but you know, like, but they will pull you over though. Like that is known. And but it was just like they said that. I remember they used to say it was Ku Klux Klan. So that's why when you said they got rid of most of the racist people, I'm like, because you know how like there's some truth. You know how they said there's some truth to rumors. So it's interesting that you know and as for the whistleblower again to keep their job, this is like why is this even coming out? Like I don't even know if this is a true story. I don't know. I hate to believe this is a true story, considering this is like you know something I heard 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Like I find it hard to believe though, because I do remember they used to say I don't know.
I was already told this like over 10 years ago.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. So like I was told this
by people that lived
interesting.
There. By people that lived there, just like with Tom's River. By somebody that is also, you know, Caucasian or half Caucasian that lived there and grew up there. So when you have the people, own inhabitants warning you, and their friends are not like they're warning you on a threatening note. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are cool, y'all are friends, and they're warning you about that. That says a lot. That means there's some truth to that. Yeah, there's some truth.
I mean, I guess where I live now.
Can I just say this? The proof is in the pudding. I mean, it's called pick a tree or something like that. Like, I mean, like, you can't get no more bolder than, you know, calling it the Ku Klux and then saying, oh, we don't have stops anymore. That means that it was a thing. Like, that's like saying, oh, I don't have an STD anymore. You did at some point then.
You still had it.
like, is it you did or you didn't? Like, it's just like I don't think that we should keep sweeping things underneath the rug with the kind of things like that. I think we just need to start being black and white. I don't know.
So crazy. When I first moved out to where I live now, I still, you know, I still had my old town's address on my license because I hadn't switched it over yet. I get pulled over, I had on a hoodie, but I was driving home. 2 cops pulled me over. They literally followed me off of the highway.
No, they do.
2 of them. And they were like, hey, how's it going? I said, hello. Hey, so where you going? Home. Where do you live? Next town over. Oh, is this the way you always take home?
What difference?
Yeah. Oh, okay. You coming from work? Said, no, I'm not coming from work. Oh, okay. So how long you been living out here? Not long. Oh, okay. Did I do something wrong? Oh, well, you have tents on your vehicle. Well, these are the tents that come with the vehicle. I didn't put them on. This specific model has these tents.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to run your license. Am I going to find anything? No. You sure?
Say that.
Positive. Okay, cool. Then they go, run my license, and they say, okay, well, I believe you. You can go now. Like, that's crazy.
I can't stand that.
Yeah. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. But yeah, all right, we're gonna skip ahead to a couple something quick so we can get to this topic. There's a new COVID out. You figure we would do? We would do. There's a new Frankenstein strand. Which is a hybrid mix of
going down, and then I check
I believe 3 different strands.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so folks, let me ask y'all a question. Where was the character Frankenstein created in?
Laboratory.
Well,
you said wait, what? Say that again.
I said, where did the character the Frankenstein was created?
Where was the character Frankenstein?
Yeah,
the monster.
Yeah,
are
the
you
monster.
talking about the experiment lab, or are you talking about the actual place?
The actual in animation world. Where was Frankenstein created?
Pennsylvania.
I would guess Greece. I don't know. Let's go.
Well, in what type of environment, people? You already said he was created in a laboratory.
Right.
So
It's Pennsylvania.
It's fitting that all of a sudden we got a new strand that's called the Frankenstein strand.
Right. Read between the lines. Read between the lines.
I'm dead. I'm high as hell.
I love it.
Well, this is a mix of the BA1 strain, which was fairly new, and the BA2 strain.
Wow.
So,
I don't know what each strand is. It is what it is at this point, bro. Like I'm not gonna sit up there and alter my life and my thinking and my courage level every time, because every other week there's a new strand. What happened to the one that was doing something somewhere else? That's what's out there. I can't even keep up with the names. So I'm just gonna stick to doing what I've been doing, keeping healthy. You know, they come up with some new things to do. It is what it is. It's ridiculous because now it's starting to become almost like you said.
I wonder what happens. You just start, getting stiff and shit. Like,
right.
Fuck, man.
It is the coolest.
They pretty much telling you this one they made in a laboratory. They calling this shit the Frankenstein.
That's what I'm saying.
They ain't pulling no punches right now. They ain't pulling no fucking punches now. We're gonna be like, listen, we're gonna give y'all a good ass clue. Frankenstein.
But you know what it is? It's next one they're gonna make you to a zombie. That's just it. People want to start craving disease to brains.
People already are zombies.
Next one gonna be the zombie. Like, another strain came out, man. The zombie, nigga.
You know what's scary is that you might be right.
The only zombie I want, that's the best drink to get.
Hold up.
The zombie?
We went out. I didn't even hear the whole drink. I just hear
the zombie. It's called zombie.
Oh, called zombie.
It's a blue drink.
Cool. Zombies is cool.
It's the only zombie. It's like a rum, but it's actually way stronger.
They don't put the 151 in it anymore.
Oh, they put on.
Okay.
But no, this new made to scare us.
You sounded like Soundwave, right?
You're sounding like
Soundwave.
you got real small and digital.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
You gotta get through some Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're gonna skip ahead. A child was reportedly bitten by a shark at the Turtleback Zoo in New Jersey.
I didn't know it has sharks. Shit.
Okay, so first of all, Jimmy, how did the shark and the kid get close in the first place?
Right.
I believe that it was in the touch section, like when they let the kids pet the animals.
Where the fuck do they let you pet a fucking shark?
I think they were saying the kid was just petting the stingray, but the shark bit. And they put a Band-Aid on it. They got it to stop bleeding. And they gave
you bullshitting me, Jimmy. You bullshitting me, Jimmy.
It's being reported. It's being reported that after they got the bleeding to stop, since she left, they gave her and her family tickets to come back.
Hold up. Time out. I'm dead ass. You trying to tell me that in New Jersey, you can go into a facility and pet a motherfucking shark?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
This is what's being reported.
So
it says, I'll read it to you. Okay. The 12-year-old girl was feeding stingrays in a touch tank, which also has epaulet sharks, when a shark allegedly bit the girl on the finger.
Because it was epileptic?
I guess so.
Okay.
Let's see. The zoo staff quickly responded and provided the girl with a Band-Aid and antibacterial cream that they call EMS. The cut was covered by a Band-Aid. The bleeding has stopped. The family declined care from the technicians. And because the family wanted to leave the zoo provided free passes for a return visit.
So maybe next time she could go pet the tigers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay, see, this the bullshit, man. What human being think that it's wise to just pet a motherfucking shark?
Damn, really hurt.
I've said it before, and anybody who follows my social media, I'll say it again. I keep telling these people, leave these fucking animals alone.
Steve, I'm
Why
going
do
to
you want
say it
to
like
pet a
it is.
stingray?
You got these white
Why do you
people.
want to pet it? That's how your ass got bit. What a stingray got fur or some shit? What is it? What are you putting on a stingray?
Listen,
Smooth skin.
Bit by a shark. I've actually wanted to. They have footage of it, and I'm sorry, I don't want to see a little kid hurt. So I'm not saying that. But I'm just curious, did the shark jump over the stingray and bite her like Free Willy style? I'm just trying to figure out like how, if she was petting the stingray, the shark got there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even.
I don't know.
But if you were
shit other than dolphins, or you know, that okay. This is. I didn't even know that Turtleback Zoo had sharks. To be honest with you.
Listen, man. That's
nice.
see, you got these white people. The whole white person will go in a motherfucking cage and shit with the fucking goggles and the air pack, and then go down in the motherfucker fuck, and then just want to see a shark coming at their fucking ass. That's fucking crazy, man. You gotta be.
But you know what? Don't forget, I was actually about to go swimming with the sharks when I was in DR.
I know. I wouldn't do that shit with you. I've been looking down at you. You all right, Jimmy?
Jimmy's been slowly.
The some bitch is coming. Oh, some bitch is coming. That would have been me.
Jimmy's been slowly transitioning to the suburb life. So
that was suburb life, nigga. Dang. What suburb? You know, I'm gonna just pet a fucking shark.
I was actually gonna do it. I was gonna go into the water with the shark, but the water was too choppy.
But why, Jimmy? I just want to know why.
Just to do it.
Just to do it. So you want to be like up close and personal with a shark?
A little bit.
Why?
A little bit.
Why?
I mean, I was gonna be in a cage though. That's the thing.
Okay,
I was gonna be in a cage.
So you really want to be that close with the motherfucking shark?
I do.
Hey, Jimmy, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Have you seen them doors yet?
I have.
Do you see that big motherfucker ate through that goddamn cage and got some crackers, right?
I wasn't gonna be near great whites. No. I wasn't gonna be near great whites. No.
Man,
I was gonna be out there tiger sharks.
I better leave those damn animals alone. I keep telling y'all go on ahead and jump in that cage, dipping in there like fucking putting fried chicken and batter and grease. Y'all keep on jumping on. Leave them damn animals alone. Keep trying to tell y'all, leave them alone.
I watched one day a group of tiger sharks gonna get up on game. Your ass gonna go down there in the fucking cage. Also, you could be looking up. They're gonna be biting on the cord and shit.
Drop me in the water, right?
Let me tell y'all a quick note, right?
Okay, we're gonna make sure this nigga stay here.
And I'm gonna tell y'all a quick note, and it's on the opposite of like on the funny shit, right? Recently, a woman, I guess the neighborhood had noticed that there was an alligator floating. I guess it's one of these. I don't forget if it was here in the United States or not. One of these places where they got a lot of alligators. So there was this big gator that was flown around. But this woman just swore, she wanted to go and pet the gator and do whatever, right? Her friend was telling her, get out the damn water, Sue, or whatever her name was. Get out the water, Sue. I'm telling you, I see the damn thing coming. Oh no, but her ass sat up there, she got in the water. And she saw the thing, you know what I'm saying? And she's still staying, oh, he ain't gonna hurt me, whatever. Next thing you know, that thing chopped the shit out of her, took her, they never saw again. They found the gator though, and they killed the gator.
No, that's fucked up. Wow. They should kill the gator. The gator was being a motherfucking gator.
Right.
Yeah, doing what he's supposed to do.
And that's what I want to ask. You know what I'm saying? So was it right for us to shoot the gator when she was in the gator's territory? And that's what the gators do. They're hungry. That's prank. Get the fuck out their water, right?
Like, like we know if a motherfucker go in there and it's a gator in there, it's a good chance a few minutes later the nigga won't be in there.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, you're gonna be hungry.
So it's like, why kill the gator? We know what the fuck the gator's going to do.
Wait, did they shoot the shark? Yeah. I didn't even ask about it. Did they shoot the shark for biting the kid?
Oh no.
Okay. I don't know what they do when it's So usually
I don't think he's a serial killer shark.
Huh?
No, but I heard they have done that. They have so-called went out and got the shark that almost ripped open a woman that just made it.
Oh, you know what's crazy? I put up a post about this before, about be careful of perception. Think about it. If a shark bites you, right? Are you in his home or is he in yours?
Exactly. That's why I say leave the damn animals alone.
You in his home.
Well, your ass want to go down there in the goddamn cage, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, I'm going in with the cage, bro. I'm bringing y'all with me.
No, well, no. I'll be on a boat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, y'all saw the yacht I was on, so yeah, I'm definitely they had it available. They actually want to go deep sea diving
on a boat, nigga. Fuck all that. I'm not going to even jet ski.
Well, they wanted. Well, I wanted to go parasailing, but it was raining, and then they asked me if I wanted to go deep sea diving or if I wanted to swim with the sharks. I wanted to swim with the sharks, but the water was too choppy. So when I go back, I'm swimming with the sharks.
All right, Jimmy.
You will be. That's what the game
you got your will. You got your will, like, you know, handled and shit. You got your will handled, man.
Oh, I got all that. Yeah.
All right.
Let's make sure to pass on the codes for the show and everything. You know, make sure we have Thank you. No, I'm just saying, just in case, you know, you need to take a day or two off, you know. You might want to swim with the sharks a couple of more days, so you might stay down there for a while. So just make sure we have the information so we can, just in case you don't make it by Monday, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. But that's not. But I got a couple quick things. And this is just crazy. It's so crazy. Like when I read it, I had to just talk about this. Anybody ever flew on Southwest Airlines or heard about the rumors about the wild and crazy people fly on Southwest?
What happened, Jimmy? What the fuck happened?
A man was arrested.
Was he jerking off?
4 times.
What?
A man was arrested after masturbating, after a woman reported that he masturbated next to her 4 times during their flight.
Well, how bad was the bitch?
I don't know. But she said he went.
She was that bad. He had to jerk off right next to her?
They said that he pulled his pants down and masturbated right next to her 4 times.
Okay, so where was the flight attendants?
She reported it to the flight attendants. The flight attendants, when they landed, had the police come on board and speak with the guy. And the guy's claim is that the woman said that she thought it would be hot if he masturbated next to her.
Well, hold on. This is what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. A person jerking off, right?
Yeah.
On the plane.
Yep.
You saying 4 times. So did he just keep going and we counting 4 nuts as 4 times? Or did he
it might be that.
He just went, stop. Because I'm thinking flight attendants walking back and forth.
Got some stamina, ladies. I might want to look him up. He might be part of my game later on tonight. So yeah, I might want to look him up.
But I'm saying though, the flight attendants walking back and forth. You're going to try to tell me the whole flight nobody didn't see his dick out or something?
They ain't trying to get on shot of their damn hair. They got a long flight home and they still got to work. They ain't stopping to see what they're doing. They're trying to duck and make sure shit don't fly in.
Okay, I've been on a plane before, right?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Periodically, every so often, you see a stewardess come back and forth, might ask you for some shit, whatever.
Uh-huh.
What I'm trying to say to y'all is how a dude could be jerking off and only one woman, no flight attendant, seeing this dude jerk the fuck off.
They said he had a cover on.
Yeah, a cover on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so only one bitch saw the cover jumping 4 times.
They said, let's see, the man admitted to masturbating multiple. Now here's the thing: the man admitted to masturbating multiple times on the flight in front of the woman sitting next to him. According to the FBI investigators, because the FBI got involved with this. The woman said that he pulled his pants down early in the flight and then masturbated first times in the first hour.
Well, ain't they coming to you within the first hour with the flight attendants?
I don't know, but let's see.
Dog.
The woman then but here's the thing: the woman then took a picture of him doing it in the act and showed the police.
My bad.
So she showed the police, and then she asked to be moved to a different seat.
Did they move her?
They moved her, and the guy claims that it didn't matter if he masturbated, and he found it kind of kinky. No. He claims.
Did you jerk off on the plane?
She said it didn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So he's now banned from all Southwest flights.
Wow, snake on the
So
plane.
you gonna have this now you gonna have this motherfucker.
Plane.
Yo,
He gonna be on
now you
Delta
gonna have
flights.
this motherfucker busting up on Delta, JetBlue, American Airlines.
Hold on, but let's make sure. Right?
He's gonna make his round.
Oh, okay. Now, two things, right? First of all, I got a question. If she would have helped him out, do you think he would only made it to 2? Or you think he would have went all 4?
Well, I think she'd have got arrested too.
Well, I mean, it might not have known. Shit, nobody else was paying attention.
You gonna try to tell? Okay, so
qualifying for the Mile High Club, right? You gotta have.
Okay, I want to know this.
So I hope that was what he was trying to do.
Okay, listen, I want to know this. How did she count? Because you said
she was
4 times in 1 hour.
She just had 4
right there.
How did she count? Like she just every time he did this, ooh. So that had to be one.
Each spot on the damn towel, of course.
That had to be 2.
But my question is, how does he clean up?
Unless she was catching, I don't know. He might have been catching. I don't know.
Okay, crazy? If I was a detective, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want that case.
If a woman came to me, I was a detective. She said just a guy masturbated the first hour on the plane. That's one thing. But then you're going to say the guy masturbated 4 times in 1 hour. I said you was counting. Like,
and here's a picture. Like, not only he did it, but also here's a picture of him doing it. I don't know. And my question is, how stiff is that cover? That thing was crunchy when they were folding that up.
Oh God, that's a freaky shit.
This is gonna be the worst segue ever. Oh man. Okay, now this is gonna be the worst segue ever, and I apologize for it.
I'm scared, Jimmy. I'm scared.
The football world lost someone over the weekend.
Oh God damn, Jimmy. I mean, God damn.
I know it's the worst segue ever. I know it's the worst segue ever. Football player Dwayne Haskins
over the crunched up
the snake,
man. Okay, go.
Well, no, Dwayne Haskins, the football player, Ohio State standout, was playing for the what do you call them? The Steelers. Was actually hit by a dump truck over the weekend. 24 years old, while trying to cross a highway.
A highway, I believe in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This was brought to my attention because a friend of his actually, who's also a photographer, hit me up and was talking to me about it. Then I wanted to break it onto the show. And I just think that it's just very heartbroken. He's only 24 years old. He's married, no kids, but he 24 years old and was planning on being the starting quarterback. So
it's unfortunate.
Yep,
he's from out here, right, Icon? He's from New Jersey, right?
I believe he's from Jersey.
Yep, he's from Jersey. Yep.
Yeah, so definitely rest in peace to him. I want to kind of just end it off with some good news. Ketanji Brown became the first Black woman ever appointed to the United States Supreme Court.
Nice. Congratulations. Wow.
After having been questioned about the dumbest things, demeaned, and going through a ridiculous process, she finally became the first Black Supreme Court justice. This right here is where representation matters. Absolutely. Representation definitely matters. Absolutely. So definitely kudos to her.
Absolutely. Congratulations. A big step forward for this process. Of course, the usual politicians was in there trying to turn it into a clown show, but they weren't giving it that energy. So they tried hard. But they failed. And the inevitable happened, and now we have our first Black female Supreme Court justice. So congratulations.
Yep.
And please do it. Please do this country right, because Lord knows we need some more in here that got some sense on their damn head. It's going to make a change, because we drastically need a change in the justice system. So hopefully she'll help with that process.
Definitely. All right, we don't waste enough of y'all time. Let's go to the current event. Let's go to the main topic.
Here we go.
Stereotypes, not my gripes. There's a lot of different stereotypes that exist that people assume about different groups of people, different races, different types of people. And we have to start asking ourselves, are they true? We all heard them growing up. We've all seen them.
Can we say at least plausible?
It's plausible. But how about this? Can we say the majority? These stereotypes apply to the majority.
Okay. I'm down with that.
Okay. So here's the first one. All white people have no rhythm.
I'm
going to switch it to most.
About that.
So we're going to switch it from all to most. Is that true or not?
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
That had to be.
I mean, you know what's great?
I would say that being true to a 65-35%. 35% has rhythm. The other is fucked.
And I raised you 30.
You know what's crazy? I've danced with some white girls that could dance. And then I danced with this other white girl that looked like she was having a stroke while she was dancing with me.
That's the see the white girl that could dance. That's the 35% that 30 to 35% we mentioned.
But I mean, again, they're all white people that can dance. I mean, you got the Justin Timberlakes of the world. You got
Justin Timberlake is black. It was proven he's black.
Oh, okay, so Justin. Okay, but there are some that can dance. I mean,
he got coil. He got coil in his hair. You can see the curls.
He's white.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I know.
Michael Jackson stole some of his moves from Fred Astaire.
Right.
So, I mean, he could dance.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Astaire could dance.
5%? Wow. 5%.
Wow.
Yeah.
But are we basing it?
I was giving it 35% to the performing arts world. That's why I was giving it 35% to.
But you know what
that's
it is?
Being taught. That's being taught. That's not having rhythm.
But what kind of dancing are we basing on?
Rhythm. The ones that's never made it can't. If you don't have rhythm, you can't dance. Period.
But I don't know. It depends on where they grew up at. I got some white friends that grew up in the project with me. They got rhythm.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you got to understand the way everything's being mixed now. You got more of them dancing now more than ever. So I don't think. I think there's a lot more white people, Caucasian people with rhythm than I think they're giving credit for nowadays.
That's why I said
there's more now than there was before.
Why do we need to give them credit for dancing when they don't even give us credit for like the normal shit like driving?
Hold on, we said stereotype.
We said stereotype. We said the stereotype is true. I mean, but also too, what are we based it on? Because I mean, you know what? They can country line dance their asses off.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. We're talking about all types of dancing, like Icon pointed out, who is a professional dancer and a trainer and teacher. You have to have rhythm. You don't have rhythm, then you can't dance. You're not a dancer. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the base. It's just like you cannot be a mute, but you're a great singer. You can't sing because you can't even talk. You know what I mean?
Here's the question: is country line dancing, is that rhythm or is that just numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's something roaches.
No, it's actually like it's a rhythm.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking as a trained musician myself.
They come from ready to go.
That ain't easy to do.
I used to have to dance those steps. I used to do bar mitzvahs years ago. So I used to have to know all of the line dances. So that's why I say it is a rhythm.
But what about rhythm dancing?
Leonardo DiCaprio ass.
Yep, I was doing that shit. Yep. Like Leonardo, I knew all that shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Amina, I see you got your hand up.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey. I think it's like I think a lot of people, when they think about dancing, they only like think about hip hop culture dancing. Like they don't think about everything else. Like I like ballet. So like, and I think that's dancing. And no, that is predominantly white people doing it, but there are Black people that do it, and it's still a respected dance skill to me. So I think I don't know. I don't want to quantify it and put like numbers on it. I just think that people that are capable are just capable, and because of the culture we live in, we just like hip hop dancing a lot more than and that's how we gauge whether somebody could dance. If they could dance hip hop, then they could dance.
I absolutely agree.
Anything else, it's like you're like, oh, what is that? And I like what's that river dancing. I like that.
Yeah, this is dope.
They about to kick your ass. You know what I mean?
Ain't no Black people doing that.
Hell no.
Of course not.
They're sweating like a motherfucker. Black people
that shit is work though.
Yeah,
they putting in that work.
Yo, that's some footwork. That's some footwork.
Now that's some footwork for your ass. Hell yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, like, can I say this? That's like African dance. Like, I feel like African dance has a lot of footwork to it, and so does reggae. Like, I feel like if your body just don't like move like butter to the beat, I feel like, it makes a difference to me. I feel like river dancing is more of like, counting and stuff, and you having to know what to do. But if you put on a beat and you could just rock to it, it don't matter what it is that you're doing. I've seen Asian boys tear some Asian music up.
Oh yeah.
But one thing about river dancing, you can't really sleep on it too much because you got to be really diverse in ballet and tap. So you gotta, like two type of streams of footwork. So I mean, from what the advertisement that they showed to like American audience, they already showed just footwork, stuff like that, which is a lot of stuff. But if you ever go to their whole shows, they doing jumps with the shit, leaps in the air.
You're right. No, they do put some work into it. They do.
Quentin, if you see, you got your hand up before we skip on to the next one. Queen, I don't know if you can hear us.
Hola.
Okay. Now,
we got you.
I hate the stereotype, right? But I'm quicker to accept the fact that white people can't dance to accept the fact that Black people can't dance. Because not every Black people can dance. I ain't gonna lie.
I've met some. This is the thing. As a Black person, this is the baseline. Two-step. You could two-step to anything. If you can't two-step, you can't dance. Like that's the baseline.
Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep.
Yeah, but see, we're looking at those white people, right, that we've seen where they come out and they want to do more than two-step because they're trying to keep up with everybody there. You know what I'm saying? They get that damn music on and they done heard of some movie of the video, like, oh shit. And they trying to get that. So we can't base it on just that. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the ones that actually do got rhythm. Some of them grew up listening to Black music or the, what I'm saying, or different types of music. Like I said, it's also different types of dance, country music. Like I said, that river dance shit, that shit blew my mind when I first saw that on TV for a commercial.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
I remember I had this one white girl I knew. I tried to show her how to two-step, and she was like, and I was like, stop.
Sit down.
I said, one side, other side, one side. I said, just have one and heel tap the other one, and then come back. But do it to the beat. And she just, I was like, you know what? You should just go take a seat. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back on the dance floor. You take a breath. I don't want you injuring yourself or anybody else.
Jimmy was doing that dance movie with the white chick at the club. Now you go. Now I go.
Oh man, but no, there are. But again, there are white people that can dance. So there are some.
I dance with many. Trust me.
Yeah. All right. Now here's the next one. Can all African Americans play basketball?
No, hell no.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Hell no.
And I'm actually not bad at it, but no. I've met a lot. I have a friend of mine where whenever he shoots, I duck. Because you don't know where the ball is going. Like he even said, I don't play sports.
I don't even know where the ball is going, nigga. I just close my eyes and hope it gets there.
When this dude, the thing is, dude is like 6'4". Dude's a big dude, but when he shoots, I don't know if it's going to hit the backboard, the wall, the gate, me, the rim.
But no, I think if you ask like if what the NBA is made out of is 90% black. I mean,
it is.
Well, now, but 90% of black people and the public in the world cannot play basketball. I know I'm one of them. I've never played a basketball game in my life. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I know how to dribble the ball somewhat, and I can make layups or whatever. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I never even tried.
That's playing.
Right. It's something that I'd rather watch. I've never really wanted to play. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I don't.
I mean, I played it during school.
That's one of the percentage. You know what I mean?
Now, it is one thing. One thing we could have switched it to is: are most Black Americans athletic? Have some kind of athleticism?
Fuck no. You said Black Americans
today, bro?
Yeah. Some kind of athleticism.
Yeah, they are.
But
when I say Black people or Black America?
Black Americans.
They're running.
The reason I say
hold on. Overall, if you say Black people, then it changes.
In America,
you said Black American people, like African American.
So let me clarify. When I say athleticism,
between and on the
clarify this shit.
Let me clarify. When I say athleticism, I mean they can play a sport well. They can play at least one sport well.
No, you know what I'm saying?
You don't think so?
I'm stick to my answer. No, sir.
No,
I apologize. I hate. But
if we go by percentage,
that's not politically correct.
Yeah.
If we go by percentage, if we say the average Black 25-year-old athletic 50-50
can play at least one sport well. So that could be you could be a good jump shooter. It don't necessarily mean you running up and down the court.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be golf, it could be pool, it could be bowling.
I don't know about pool.
It could be tennis,
track stars,
tennis, track, football.
You know,
wrestling, boxing.
I'm not even looking down. I'm just thinking. First of all, you gotta understand the obesity problem in this country. That's what people period, right? So that includes Black people. There's a large majority of this country, African Americans. Okay, let's also consider the fact that they're everywhere now. People don't go out and be playing basketball all this shit. They out here playing fucking video games. They order you can't even you don't have to go shopping anymore. You order Uber.
You know what? Right, though.
I can tell you a lot of parents that I know. They stay eating their kids fucking fast food for dinner every night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So trust me, no sir. And it's unfortunate because half the time it's not the kids' fault as they growing into the adults. They're being brought up in this type of environment where you don't have to get up and do shit. So how are you going to be athletic if everything you do is right here on the couch, on your computer, on your phone, on your tablet? Some of these kids got damn devices I still ain't even got yet. So you know what I'm saying? Trust me when I tell
that's the parents. That's the parents.
It is.
Because I got a son.
Right. I'm not blaming the people for that. I'm not saying they're lazy. No, it's this environment that they're being brought up in.
But now, but see, we're talking about. But see, right there in that portion, we're talking about kids, but we talk about, like
a 25-year-old
about the adults because these young adults are the ones that's feeding these kids because these habits that they're on.
Yeah, you talking about the adults, and I remember some few months back, I think I was talking about just eating habits and stuff like that. Somebody tried to attack me about, saying some shit about eating habits, and she was trying to say, well, people didn't grow up, with a healthy diet and shit like that, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, but it comes a time in your life that you're a grown-ass person. You got to hold yourself accountable, not for the way you grew up. I grew up eating hard malts and chitlins, for real.
Oh, shit.
Okay?
I'm glad you're still here with us, brother.
And you look through my
right,
post,
exactly.
And you look through my posts now, you see me eating nothing but healthy food. So, You know, everybody got to hold themselves accountable to, you know, if you're a grown ass person, start saying, well, I didn't grow up like that. I don't know how. Like your ass don't know how to read and do some research and shit.
Well, y'all the mess with people that can't read and do no research.
Well, then just go up to the highest window, open that son bitch, and make it happen.
or you know what? Or just go to South Carolina and commit a crime, and they take care of you.
Firing squad, I guess. You'll lose some.
Well, anywhere in the South, you know, if you black, you know, just because you did some shit, they're just going to throw the book at your ass, the whole book. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
It's a few niggas locked up with not still on their head.
Or you can just go to Clark.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I see you got your hands up.
They'll get you right.
I was gonna say that like most adults, well, like in that age range, most black people are not athletic. Like it's if you really think about the whole is like a phenomenon, because most of them start off wanting to be athletes and be athletic and to be known for those things, but a lot of them by like they 18, 19, like those numbers drop drastically because a lot of them pursue like the secondary education, or they have alternatives like I'm gonna play in a part all summer and then get to the NBA in the fall. I've heard that thing. I heard that a young man said that to me, and I was just like, oh, okay. So it's like most of us aren't athletic. Like I was athletic by proxy, not because I wanted to be athletic, because I wanted something else to do. And that when you do it for so long, it still leaves an imprint on your life where you still kind of like, somebody challenge you to a game, you like, like, all right, I'll play. Look and pay for it later, but I'll play because it's still like, that part of you. But no, I don't think most people are athletes. Like I think about even the people I went to school with, a lot of them aren't. None of them really became like athletes, took it far. So that's my opinion.
How about this? Do you feel that, now here's a quick one. Do you feel that black people are more athletic than other races?
Not in long term situations. Like I think most of us do it for like short spurts for particular reasons, like, for a trip or just because you feel some type of way at that moment. But a lot of white people probably use their memberships more.
I think that Asians have it hands down. Asians have it hands down. They are the most athletic.
Walk a lot. They walk. They just walk everywhere. They just.
What I mean is, here's the sad thing about it. Biologically,
that's what I mean. Naturally, biologically,
this is proven. That's proven biologically. Our bodies are more stronger and healthier in certain ways. And if we actually did take good care of ourselves, our bodies are more advanced. But
we'd be immortal.
Pretty much, I've been saying it all along. Black people eat like shit, and and it's just unfortunate. I've been preaching this all for far too long. Been helping women out and having private classes that and women drive from like long distances to do the workout and to get in shape and stuff like that. But it's crazy.
Now I will say this. Now, although I do say the question was no to the original question, Jimmy, I also on top of that do think that there are more African American people now that are more health conscious about their actions and their diets than there was previously. I will say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I will stand by that. There's definitely a lot more of us. I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? You're one of them, Jimmy. So Icon, but shit, a lot of us.
Oh, not at all. I'm not at all, man. I eat hog maw dipped in pig fat and whiskey.
Oh, there's always one. But anyway, there's always one. But I think a lot of us is a lot more health conscious of things, now whether we apply it or not. But like I said, that's where the other statistic comes in, where I don't think we're the most, because of the options that we've grown up having and all the things now. Like I said, that's just for people, all races in this country in a whole, not the most athletic people.
I would say that women are, Black women are more athletic. I've been seeing that lately. Like I've seen a lot of more women take care of themselves the right way. Am I coming in clear?
Well, you coming in clear. Yes. I just highly disagree with you on that. I'm not going to let that.
I mean, like I'm just saying based upon what I've seen in my family and the women. I'm just saying based upon the women that I've seen in my family and the women that I chill around. They have been doing much more better with their health. Like my mother, she was smoking cigarettes for about like 30 something years and quit. And I'm very proud of her for actually putting them down, because, like cancer's another thing. And so for me, I'm thinking that, a lot more Black women are being more aware of their bodies and taking care of themselves, especially like eating fruits. Like I'm always in a fruit aisle, because it ain't just, going to the doctor. You got to take care of yourself at home.
Now, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question based off of what you just said, right? Like a lot more Black women are taking care of their bodies. Now, while I was just having a conversation about something else, so that's what kind of made me trigger that. Knowing now how many women that we're seeing out there, not just Black women, but a lot of Black women, right? Where they have what is it, BBLs, where they're going out and they're getting their bodies enhanced. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the chest anymore. Now they're getting the booties. They're taking off the waistlines and all that stuff. Do you still think with that on the rise, that which one do you think it's more of? More women being health conscious, or more women taking that way and that avenue?
I think the women taking that way is declining because of the way that they're seeing certain people who have done their bodies, like decline itself, like Nicki Minaj when her ass inflated. Right. I don't think or like the K Michelle's when she got really, really sick. I think a lot more women are doing the natural ways, but then they're going off and they're, like you said, getting their stomachs like removed and keeping the weight below. And I think that that's something that women are, I think that's not health conscious as far as physically only. I think that's mentally, because I feel like anything is workable. Like if you really, really can, put yourself in that motivation, get it done. Like don't go into the doctor's office and have them take off half of your body for that and then call it natural. I think that when we were talking about a natural approach about Black women, I think that right there would be on the rise, but it's declining as well because the bowel movements that's happening. Like some women are having really bad bowel movements, and I know because my cousin, she got her stomach done, and she was like, sometimes it's hard.
Definitely.
All right. The next one. All Asians are great at math.
I don't even know. I don't know an Asian that's bad at math. That's the point. And I knew
honestly, I don't either.
I don't know one that's bad at math.
That's not racist. And my son is part Chinese, and I would say yes, they are very good at math. I hate math. If it ain't about money, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not saying that it's not true, but I've never met one personally that's bad at it.
I never met one that was mediocre at math. They were just good. They were just. I dated a Japanese woman for over 2 years, and she was just good at numbers. It was just a natural thing,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Amina. You got your hand up.
I think it's their culture, because I went to school with Asians, and I kind of like, in the work world, work with a lot of Asians. I think it's the way that they're brought up and their culture. Like that's very, very important for them. And I think that their parents, no matter what the home situation is, like they really, really push that. Because even when I was working at Mount Vernon, like it was this Asian kid, and he was kind of a little extra. And his parents had a little Chinese store, whatever. But he was like one of the little Black kids, but he was Asian. But that was the one class he was good in.
But you know what? But you know what? Sometimes
can I just say this? My son is part, like, I'm literally meaning this. My son is really part Chinese. His father is part Chinese and Jamaican. And his father is very big on math. Like, his father's a mathematician. Like, I could ask him, like, what's 3,000 times like a 550 million or something, and he will literally sit there in about like 2 minutes and give me the answer without a calculator. And that amazed me, because I'm not doing that. But my son, he picked up on that, and it just was very weird to me, because I'm a book writer. Like, I love words. So for me, I didn't see my son going in that direction. But then I thought about it like, well, yeah, the Asians in his family, really, that's what they do. They're accountants.
Yeah.
You know,
for business, they have a lot of businesses, and their kids end up running a business. So they have to know the numbers in order to possibly take over the business. And I think that's what it boils down to. Like, it's about business.
Now I have a theory, right? Speaking of business, right? Let's piggyback off of Mina real quick. One thing I was going to say, compared to like when I go to like black-owned businesses, white-owned businesses, et cetera, with a lot of like Asian-owned businesses that I go to, a lot of times I notice they have like very young, like their kids working there, or like young,
early,
like a lot younger than you'd see like us, you know, like a black kid working at a store or a white kid working at a store, even at like the the Spanish stores. Like with a lot of their places, establishments that I've been to, I always
starting young.
Like the child there, you know what I'm saying? The child's not a teenager, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, So, I want that has something to do with the line. I don't know how often that is. Like I said, I'm just basing it on a lot of places I've been. I'm not saying that that's actually a cultural thing. Just I've noticed compared to other establishments.
I know in the Chinese store, I think you just referred to like the Chinese stores, but I'm pretty sure like the different Asians, you know, kind of different and stuff like that. Because I know like Japanese, let's say, move kind of differently when it comes to their children and stuff like that. You know,
but I think it's also about your upbringing. Like, for instance, like my dad is great with math, and I always ask him, like, how do you keep numbers in your head like that? And he told me that my uncle was one of the biggest numbers runners in Georgia, Florida, back in the day. And my uncle told him, never write anything down. He showed my father like how to do math in his head quickly, how to come up with numbers quickly. And ironically, most of the people on that side of the family are in math. Like my uncle, who I just buried today, he was a CFO for a company. His wife is a CPA. Their son has a master's degree in global management business with a minor in mathematics.
Right.
So sometimes it's also your upbringing. I don't think that we're brought up to really understand numbers. And so, all right, this next one is going to be interesting because it was kind of one-sided, so I'm adding a little addition to it. All right, so the original one is most African-American men are packing down there. But there's a part 2 to this. Most African-American women are thick. They got that thickness to them. Either up top or down low. They got that thickness. They got the thighs, the hips, that booty. Yes or no? Is that stereotype true? Amina's like, no.
Right now. Yeah, no. Right now.
Amina said no.
So which one? Both?
I know we about to hear some stories.
No, both.
I mean, shit,
it's not true that all black men have big penises, and it's not true that all black women are built a certain kind of way, because
now
most black women were a certain way, and over the years I see a lot of very like kind of like black women kind of like shaped like white women, like that type of body frame, like, you know, very little, and you know, and I'm just like, it's just different, you know, because I have
you acting like you see millions of them.
My own people.
You acting like you see millions of these black women.
Like my own people.
Yeah.
No, because it's like, you know, what you see in the media.
I'm gonna fuck around, make me turn into a hill tonight talking this shit.
But I definitely know not all black men have big penises. I've seen.
Okay, so let me play
on that. You going on record on that?
I'm going on record on that. I've seen.
She was like sustained.
I've seen too many. That was too many. Two of them. Nah,
Okay, so I'm going on devil's advocate. Okay.
3 years. Two of them that I was like, oh wow.
They were back to back. Got back to back.
I'm like, you got the belly buttons.
All right. So what percentage, all right, of the stereotype the black man is true? What percentage of the stereotype of what that is, Jimmy, about the women?
The thickness. Up top and down low.
Down low or up top?
Yeah, the thickness.
Okay. Well, it's a stereotype to that one. Now,
here we go. Let me sit back for this.
Because everybody not like Jill Scott stats. We already know that.
Here we go. Ahead, Icon. Take the floor.
So okay, Jimmy.
So this shit on purpose, by the way.
So hold on. Let me ask you a question. Hold up. Dro got a hand up.
Yeah. Are you back off, Icon? Are you back off?
Listen, I don't know if Dro knows, but I really enjoy Dro's energy. So when she stands up at attention, I gotta respect it. So if she got something to say, you gotta let Dro talk, baby.
Good ass kissing, Icon. Good ass kissing. What's up, Dro?
So as you said like that, so I'm gonna get into statistics. Sorry. Black women produce less fat, body fat mass than actual white women. So, and overall, quote unquote, we are not the thickest, quote unquote, species, if you want to say. So that also goes with the same thing of when, like, if a woman has a top, she has no bottom, or she has a bottom, she has no top, or every big girl has a big chest or a big behind. It all depends on your muscle mass and how your fat distributes. So I would have to say no.
Okay.
I would have to say no to that because, for instance, I am a plus size woman, just in case no one ever noticed. I actually have a smaller waist for someone my size. I'm not that big. I'm 16, 18, and I'm very proud of it. But I have a very small waist. My waist and my bust size are 11 and a half inches apart. For the simple fact, I only know that is because as a model, plus size model prior, I had to know my measurements. I have skinny ass legs, little ass arms, little ass fingers. My mother was only top heavy from her belly up. Her legs were so skinny that skinny girls would envy her legs because her thighs never got fat and they never met. This woman was a size 7-foot shoe.
Wow.
That's a 7 foot. That's not what I meant. Size 7. Sorry, I didn't mean to say foot. So the statistic is, it all depends on how you are distributed. The fact that my mother had really skinny legs and a belly and up, I have a small pudge belly. All my weight is in my chest and my arms. That I do know. And I have these skinny ass legs where I could barely wear plus size clothing because of the proportion of how my body is. Plus size clothing is from a predominant plus size clothing store is too big for me. I would have to wear junior plus for certain pants. So I would have to say no, because the way women's bodies are, it's never the same, and it could be odd, like even one breast can be bigger than the other, noticeably or not noticeably. So because of that, I would have to say no, not all women are thick, and we are not the thickest species at all. Well, all Black women, I should say.
Okay, well, okay, awesome. And then,
I was going to the next subject.
That one right there. Icon was ready for execution. He's ready to pick his execution.
No.
He's ready to pick the firing squad on that one when he seen Dro.
No. There's no escaping. I just had to let the queen go. But I'm about to continue what I was about to say. And we're talking about, we're not talking about Black women on Earth. We say African American women, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if we think about it, hell yeah, they are the biggest ones in the United States.
No, but the question is, are the majority of them stacked?
The what?
The question is are the majority of them stacked?
Before or after surgery?
Oh, definitely before.
Okay, right. Let me just put that out there. No. Hell no.
Okay, we talk about percentages over what I think. Okay, so my opinion, yeah. I mean, I'll say give it a 70-30.
Before or after surgery.
So you're saying 70%?
No surgery included, just by what
somebody
Jimmy
talking
said.
about a different. Okay, all right.
Just by what Jimmy
I'm gonna let you
said.
live tonight, Icon, because we got some
Just by
other
what
shit.
Jimmy said,
Tonight, bro, but
I think that stereotype could be true from 70-30%. That's my opinion.
You must be running for office or something, because that's not the normal answer you give. You must have got a run coming up for office.
Are you saying 70% of women are stacked?
Yeah.
Yes. You're wrong.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, stacked. Pretty much meaning.
Because I'm like, this don't sound like the icon I know. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was taking off tonight. Okay, I see you clocked it.
When we say stacked, we mean got some. We mean got some thickness from either up top or down low. Got some kind of thickness.
You mean they're blessed in the? They got some ass and they got some tits.
Yeah, 70 to 30%. Yes.
So you're saying 70% are stacked.
No, when I say stacked, means they have some thickness.
Butt and ass. I mean, tits and ass.
He said some thickness, top or bottom. He said top or bottom. I said yes. That's my opinion.
It's gonna be your opinion because it's wrong.
Okay, listen. I just say fact. When I say fact,
I came to work tonight.
When I say fact, I go in on a certain way. I say opinion. My opinion. Okay, I could be wrong.
If you want to quote unquote, let's use your word fact. If a person fact doesn't mean
I didn't say fact. I didn't say fact. I did not say fact on this one. 70%
I
said my opinion.
Okay, but it's definitely opinion because it's not fact. So we can move on with that.
Oh, I said opinion. I didn't say it was fact.
And you're absolutely right. It's opinion. But if you want more facts, it's not. If you want facts, it's not.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
Monday night Xtreme.
So here's the next one. Middle Easterners hate America.
In
all honesty, you know what? In all honesty, I don't think that most of them do.
I said 50-50, man.
I don't
think icon 50-50.
You know what? They might hate America, but I think they like Americans.
Right.
Right. The political side and shit like that. 50-50, man.
Yeah, but they probably like Americans.
Is it fair to say they hate them based on the perception or what they've been told they are? Not so much. I
think it could be the perception and also what America has done.
Yeah.
Because America ain't clean either.
Nope.
Hell no. That's why I said 50-50.
Yeah. No, but you got a lot of them that say we're lazy too. That we don't want to go. We don't want some of the jobs, or we don't like to work.
That's true. They ain't love. They ain't
but
fucking
you know what's crazy about that? but you know what, James? James, this is what's so crazy about that. I did a show on Florida Rise, my other show. We did a 4-part series, and I interviewed people throughout Africa, in other parts of Africa, and I asked them their perception of us, and their perception is that we're lazy, we're violent, we're very aggressive, and that we hate Africans. And I said, "Who told you that?" They said, "The white people that prepare us for America." This is what the people in Africa, in 4 different countries, said to me.
That's crazy.
And they weren't even countries that were next to each other. Kenya, Senegal, Nigeria, and Swaziland. 4 different countries. So,
because I got some friends that's like that because I hang out in Flatbush a lot in Brooklyn, and I do got a lot of mixed friends, and they be like, "Yo, Americans is lazy. They don't want to work. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that." So it depends. I go with 50-50. You got some that say we do it. You got some that say that we are lazy. Me, I work 2 jobs. There's nothing lazy about my black ass.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's that perception. If you sit there, you take people and you leave them in the poorest parts of an area, you're going to think that everybody, that the entire group or entire race is like that poor part. So you don't see the circumstance. You just see it, all people are like that. It's unfortunate, but Yeah, not this. Yeah.
That's like when they only show us the poor parts of Africa, where they don't show us the rich parts.
Yeah, and when I did the show, I interviewed them and I showed the people pictures of Africa, and I showed them like the slums they show on like the Save the Children commercials. They all started laughing at me, and then they started sending me pictures of like shopping malls and mansions and resorts and like their downtown that has skyscrapers. And they were like, "That's what they." And this is what's so crazy about that. I know we got to jump back to it. When I look at American websites of Africa, it only shows the slums. But when I look at European, African, or South American websites of Africa, it shows the cities with the skyscrapers and money. It's only American websites that if you can do it yourself, look up pictures of Africa, pick a country, and if you look at American websites, you're going to see the slums. But look at foreign websites, and they'll show you the beauty of Africa. Dro.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, like they said, they show like you know how you said like they show us like the slums and stuff. So for instance, a lot of people don't realize that by the Eiffel Tower, that's a slum area.
It is,
and they don't show you that.
Mm-hmm.
So they give you this beautification of certain parts of Paris, and it doesn't look anything like that. They don't want to tell you about the people that will rob you blind with one blink and you don't even know it. They like to fantasize certain parts of the world because they don't want to kill their tourist count.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like when I saw not Mogadishu, I forgot the name of the beach. It's in Kenya. But when I saw it, I was like, wow, like it's one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, where is this? They were like, Kenya. And I was like, what? That's Kenya? They were like, yeah. Then they showed me pictures of like their shopping malls, which are way better than ours are. And there's skyscrapers and like waterfalls, and they got clubs. All of that area is not the slums.
Yo, listen, it even goes so far as the globe that we're used to growing up with in the schools and shit, and they show you how the earth looks and how the lands look. Well, I found out, no bullshit, probably within the past 3 years or so, that how's everything shaped, like that's not the original like landscape look. You get what I'm saying? Like if you ever see the actual real map, it's like all the countries that's black was much bigger. Canada was a little bit much smaller going this way. It's very interesting to see how all the other non-white countries, how big they are on an actual real map than the one that we grew up looking at in our classrooms.
I didn't even know that was a thing, but I can't say I'm surprised. You see how they're trying to change everything in the schools now and with any type of education, books and things anyway. So what makes the globe untouchable? Not surprised.
Yeah. The next one that we have here, I know it's not true, but a part of me still kind of wants to believe it is.
Here we go.
All Asians know martial arts. I know it's not true.
Hold up, time out. I'm going to say, depending on which Asian you're talking about, it could be a real clear 50-50. Let me tell you why. Because in some particular Asian countries, China, Korea, even Japan, actually, like in schools, one of their gym classes is like a style of fighting, not nothing too crazy or dramatic like the movies, but it's a way of like, if we go to school, we have gym or volleyball as elementary. Well, they might have taekwondo or some other fighting style that's decent for a kid. In regular schools, so fighting is kind of like the norm.
Yeah. Okay. This next one, I know.
Everybody quiet on that one.
No,
They like,
I
don't want to sound racist.
I know.
but-
I disagree. I disagree.
That's like saying all black people
as hell. I thought that.
Only reason I know that because I was with Asians and stuff like that. Then, I used to play around, be like, "Oh, what you gonna hit me with some karate shit?" And they'd be like, "No, but we."
karate shit.
And they used to be like, "No," and they used to say, "No, when we kids, we just happened to learn something because we was in elementary school."
And then they pulled nunchucks out the locker, and
so that's why I say 50-50, depending on where they grow up at, it's a possibility that just in 4th grade, their gym class was Taekwondo.
See, what makes that question false is it start off with the magic word. It says all. If it says some, then I would say okay, but it says all, and all Asians are not. All of them is not into martial arts.
So we'll switch it to most.
No, I wouldn't say most either. I would say some.
Okay.
That's like saying all black people box. All black people don't box.
But I'll say 50% at least has some. I say 50% of Asian at least has some. 50 to 70% at least has some style of training growing up in a school system if they came from Asia. The ones that's probably into it, maybe 30% or 20.
Oh.
Okay. All right, now here's one. I don't even know if I want to do the illegal alien one because.
Oh boy!
You gotta do it, baby. You gotta do it.
Go! Come on now, we gotta cover
all right.
it all. I invited everybody here, right? So
okay.
Hey.
All right. Most Hispanics are illegal aliens. No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
And that's
most of New York City is
What
Puerto
is
Ricans.
Say that again?
Hispanics are illegal aliens.
The what is most?
We're most. No, not most. Not most. Not most.
I would say, because think of it like this: most of New York City is Puerto Ricans, and Puerto Rico is a part of America.
Right. That's what people forget. See, a lot of people come under that shit because number one, most of them are bilingual, so they're more comfortable speaking in their own language.
Let's talk about the Dominicans and Mexicans. And hold on. And Kenya, I'm saying a silent prayer for you, baby. But what about the
oh my God, I can't even believe this shit. Okay.
no, she's well, I ain't gonna tell nobody unless you want me to, but yeah, I forgot what I was about to say. My bad, yo. Keep going. I lost train of thought. I was thinking about Kenya's situation.
I wouldn't say most. I would say a lot because my friend's an immigration lawyer, and when you see the percentage, you couldn't possibly imagine how many are.
Because the Dominicans, man. Dominicans and Mexicans, man.
Dominicans got to do with it, what the Dominicans got to do?
Believe it or not, you know where most of our illegal immigrants come from? They don't come from crossing the border illegally. Most of them came over here with a visa. The visa ran out.
Right,
and they
exactly.
Stayed. Yep.
Right.
There's a friend that Legend and I both have, and her husband is from France. And he came over here on a visa. He met her. His visa ran out. And while in the process of trying to get his green card after he married her, he was considered to be illegal.
Of course, once your visa run out, you're here, you're illegal.
Yeah.
No matter how, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, they don't have it in different classes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In different sections. Once you don't have the proper documents, you're considered illegal.
Yeah. All right, here's another one. This, to me, I think this is a no. Most Hispanics don't know how to speak English.
That's ridiculous.
A lot of black don't know how to speak English either.
Hold on. Most Hispanics that's on America land, we're not saying illegal or not illegal.
I couldn't resist it.
I guess that are on American lands.
Okay, 50-50, man. 50 goddamn 50.
I don't know.
Because we got to think about the legal immigrants. You got to add those in, right? Half of them, more than half of them can't even speak the language. Okay, and the one that got their citizenship, they just now trying to understand that shit. So 50-50.
Oh, I'm gonna stay quiet on that one.
Are we talking about in America? Or are we talking about around the world?
No,
in America.
Because in America, nah. I think it's more of them that speak English than not. Like I was
Yeah.
trying to say earlier.
I don't know New York, man.
What I'm saying is,
I think they choose not to speak English around other people.
Right. Listen, because they're bilingual, right? What are you going to
Mhm.
speak more? What's going to be more comfortable to you? Speaking your own language.
In
And what a lot of
native
people do is they hear them because they speak more in their own language than they hear them speaking English. Just because when you're home, that's how you speak. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say
Like, I
50.
speak, but they know how to speak English. Like, it's not that they can't or they don't. It's just that they speak in a more natural language. But they know how to speak English. They might not speak it well. They're no fucking scholar. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of them do know basic English. You know, I would think more than don't know. Now, once again, if you want to count the statistic of the people that you said, like, say, legal there, I don't know. That's something out that I don't.
Well, this is what's so crazy. When I interview people in Africa, I didn't know that almost everyone in Kenya speaks English.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of these countries,
I knew that.
I had no idea.
More English than they do, you know, whatever. That's what people just get that notion because you see the person in the corner store. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying, that hangs out or whatever, and you think that. No, that's not true. A lot of that's what I'm saying. And why I was asking between America and the world is Spanish and English are two of the most spoken languages in the world, around the world. You have to understand that. So there's motherfuckers that are not even here in the country. They're in Dominican Republic. They're in fucking, you know, somewhere in Spain, whatever. They're learning English over there. So that's what I'm saying. So I would think more than 50-50. More on knowing how to speak English. Like I said, not maybe good English, but I'd say more.
We got a Kenya online saying that Kenya speak English.
You know, it's crazy for me talking to some of the people. Like, again, for me, I've built a relationship with the people in Africa, and one of the things they said to me is they said, we sometimes choose not to speak English because we don't want y'all to know that we can understand y'all.
Absolutely.
But like most people in Africa speak English. Like, that's when I talked to people in Kenya, they looked at me, they were like, you don't think we speak English? I was like, no. They were like, no, most of us do. They said most of us speak English.
That applies to a lot of Spanish people too.
That's what
a lot speak English.
They know a lot more than they
a lot of Japs too, man. And Chinese be doing that.
Natural language.
A lot of them in my building, they act like they can't speak English until Christmas time come. All of a sudden, Christmas time come, they want that money.
They want that gift.
They start speaking English. Oh, you speak English now, huh? A lot of them in here like that.
Well, I know one of my father's friends is Jewish, and he got in trouble, I think in Vegas, because he said he took a picture of something he wasn't supposed to. And they're like, what are you doing? He's like, the guy fluently speaks English. I didn't even know he spoke Hebrew.
Well, that card quick. Hell yeah.
This dude started speaking Hebrew in a minute. And he spoke Hebrew literally every time he was around the staff for the rest of his trip.
No comprende. What's the most used word by Spanish people? No comprende.
No comprende. And then here's another one. British people don't care about their teeth or have bad teeth.
British
I know some British. All the British people I know got some pretty teeth. So I don't know.
I mean,
I got to go 50-50, dog.
Okay, so let me explain why this actually has a thought in general, right? So you know how we brush teeth and Britain, they do the same. So they brush their teeth. They believe much in hygiene. The point is, here in America, we always doing everything on this whole different stylish level. So we're going out, we're getting whitenings, we're doing this, that, whatever. From what I understand, customs over there, they just want to make sure that they maintain their teeth. They're not worrying about braces and this, that, whatever. So that's why that perception, from my understanding, comes off as they don't care about their teeth, but they got yuck mouth teeth. I'm sure y'all seen the cartoons, the illustrations, something. You've even seen live people doing those characters.
Freddie Mercury.
Right.
Freddie Mercury.
Right. And he was a real black person. So he's a real life person. You know what I mean? But a lot of it's not because they don't give a damn. It's just because they're not into the extra hygiene that we do here in the United States. That's
crazy. Because when we hear stories about the London of the medieval times and how bad their hygiene was and how they grab ideas from the Native Americans and Africans to know how to wash their ass and shit. It's interesting now, decades, 100 years later, we're talking about, hey, they don't really give a fuck about their teeth like we do.
Right. Here's a quick trivia. Who taught Europeans how to wash?
We did.
Specifically, who though?
The what you call those black people? Come on, help me out, Jimmy.
The Moors.
Huh?
The Moors. The Moors.
Yeah.
This is what's crazy.
Yes,
the Moors who civilized Africa and who pretty much ended the Dark Ages, but yet we know nothing about them.
I know about them.
I know about them too, but think about it. When's the last time you read something about the Moors in your school books?
I never did. I found out about the Moors when I was an adult, when I was like about 25-ish.
Yeah. We don't hear about them. We don't.
Yeah.
And they pretty much saved the world from itself. Go ahead, Dro. Go ahead, birthday girl.
Hush. I think the most I heard about the Moors were actually in high school for me. I was first introduced. I was most introduced to the Moors through actually one of my favorite plays. I'm about to make myself like a nerd. Othello.
Good play.
And that's the first time I ever heard of Moors. And my teacher was awesome. I graduated from 04 from high school. So this would be this I would say between 01 and 02. So I learned it like sophomore, junior year, I would say.
Because in the 90s, they didn't even give a fuck. I didn't hear none
of it. But I had an impeccable English teacher who would go into detail of what something we didn't know. So she made us understood things. So when we were finding out about the Moors, and because most people didn't know that Othello was really more like an interracial relationship, and how Shakespeare basically made this play to stick it to the English, like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna write this about something that you don't want to hear about, and how the Moors are who they are. And that's what, if you read the book Othello was top notch, and he got this promotion because of who he was and his lineage was versus the person who wanted it from him. So the man had to use jealousy to bring him down. And so she went into deeper thought about what the Moors were. And I knew about it. And I actually met a man who is part, I don't want to say it wrong. So forgive me for anyone who may know what it is. Thank you. I didn't want to say the Moor religion. I don't want to feel like I was wrong. So I don't want to sound ignorant.
I have one of my line brothers. He's a Moor. He's a part of the Moors.
So this particular person put me on to game about it. And it just added more to information I already knew. So I learned it early and then added more information as I became an adult.
It kind of goes to with the whole stereotype. A lot of the stereotypes about us is because our history has been mistold for so long. That a lot of these stereotypes became so prevalent that we began to believe them ourselves. Think about it. You might think that Africans civilized Europe. You don't think that. You don't think that half the stuff that is invented in this country is invented by us. You wouldn't think that because it's not what's taught. What's taught is slavery, civil rights, crack era, Martin Luther King.
I mean,
that's pretty much what's taught.
They don't want to teach the transition between medieval and Black people bringing it to civilization.
Yeah.
Well,
shit, look at the pyramids. Think about it. Everywhere in the world came to Mali or to Alexandria. I know we kind of veering off course to get their information. So all the information that the Greeks and Romans got, they got from the University of Alexandria or from Mali, and then it mysteriously burned to the ground once they got the information. Mysteriously. We don't know how. It just burned. Think of it like this. If you took out African art and mummies out of half those museums around the world, how many exhibits would they really still have?
Wow.
And so they sit there telling you, oh, these Black people are evil. Are they? Or maybe we just have a culture that y'all can't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And a culture that is hidden from us.
Right. Man, this is a whole nother show. I can't even get into this right now, but yeah.
Great, baby.
All right. Here's the last one. This is for only people that eat meat. All black people love fried chicken. I'd have to go like 90-10.
I'm agreeing with you, Jimmy. I'm agreeing
Everybody
Just for the
loves
one
fried chicken. So
for
90
the
I
ones
like
that
fried
eat
food
chicken.
and I like fried chicken.
80-20. I'd say 80-20.
85, 15.
90
It's up
10.
there. 90-10.
Yes,
Fried
because
chicken or just chicken.
everybody, even the Asians love it. They all
Fried
love it.
Everybody
chicken
likes
or
fried
just
chicken.
chicken. If you say fried, if you just say chicken in general, it's
No,
90
fried.
fucking 10.
Fried.
It's 90 fucking 10, nigga.
For fried chicken.
But
Fried.
fried chicken, we'll say, we give it the 85, 15. You
Gotta
know
go
what I'm
with
saying? You gotta give up that 5%. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
it's kind
Gotta
of like
give up
when they say black
that
people.
5%.
It's like when they say
90-10.
90-10. It's like when they say black people like chicken and watermelon. Who doesn't like chicken and watermelon?
Yeah, it's good.
And watermelon is good for you.
Yeah.
All right, so this next part, Legend's gonna have to run.
Woo!
All right, this is the part again. I have no idea where he's gonna go with this because he hasn't told me. But this is the test of perception. Legend, you got to fill me in on this.
Sure. So just as we were just going through different stereotypes, we do know when we see certain people enter your viewpoint, due to what we see, social media, things, experiences, whatever, you get an automatic thought. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody come in with their pants, hanging off their ass. Oh, you about to rob the place. You know what I'm saying? You see a white cop driver by. Oh, you about to pull me over and beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? We see these certain things. So what we're going to do today is a test of perception. Because, in a lot of people's eyes, only these certain type of people get arrested, only these certain type of people get locked up, and they always look a certain way. So I've gone online, and I've taken multiple mugshots off of line, different types of races and situations.
Wait, let's get it.
Oh, yeah, and I know we usually get men, so I went a little women heavy on this one. Because, we always see the men and whatever. Most of the time, you don't even think women get locked up. Oh, trust me, they do. So what we're going to do is with the assistance of Jimmy, we're going to put up a mugshot of different individuals. Some have actually been in the news, or maybe even people that you know. Some are people from local or from, around the country that aren't famous. What we're going to do, once the mugshot comes up and everybody can participate, you can chime in. You don't even have to type in. You can take your mics off and speak. Let's, all be kind of coordinate, though. We're recording. And we're going to take a guess on what you think each individual's crimes was. And then I'm going to confirm if, what they actually did. So let me just get to my list.
Are you going to give like 3 options for what you think they did?
I just want everybody to guess. So basically, when you see somebody, you know what I'm saying? But I just want everybody to be honest, and then I'll let you know exactly what the charge.
I'm ready to start roasting these motherfuckers.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the first one. All right, ready?
All right, is everybody ready? All right.
Oh, this is bad bitch Sandy. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck she did. This is my ass.
Right, some people might recognize this face. If you do,
I don't know her.
I don't know.
I know her.
Those that don't know her, what do you think she did?
Armed robbery. She ain't playing around.
Damn, Icon. Okay.
Nah, she done killed her kids.
Yeah, she beat some kids to death.
She killed her kids.
Yeah, listen, she knows her kids are a thief, but her face looks very familiar.
Y'all are so racist.
That girl killed her kids.
Wait. Or killed her husband for cheating with a black chick.
Well, what about domestic violence? Could have been domestic violence.
Okay, is that everybody?
Legend?
So we got domestic violence.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on. So we got domestic violence. We got she killed.
Oh no, I got it. This is it. She had an affair with her 12-year-old student and had a baby with her.
She do look like the type, right? She do like one of those.
Yeah, she do.
Be putting it up on Snapchat and shit. Like, yeah, it's my baby right there. Hell yeah, locked up and everything.
What is it, Legend?
Okay, so this is actually somebody that made headline news. She's actually a former police officer from Dallas. She came home off her shift one night, walked into the wrong apartment, and shot a black man while he was sitting there in his home eating ice cream.
Oh wow,
That's
Her name is Amber Geyer. So Geiger.
Oh, that's the lady who killed Botham Jean.
Exactly. Yep.
Wow.
Oh wow.
But
Wow,
you see what
okay.
the perception was, right? Nobody thought she was a cop, right? She got to be some black man. Either that or she fucking around with a kid, right?
Man, I thought the bitch done stole something. That's what I thought. She done stole
Stole
something,
that real
dog.
black man's life. That's what she stole. Okay. This woman right here, little old granny.
Prostitution.
God damn, who said that, Jimmy?
Right.
What else we got?
So she stole somebody's kid.
No, she's a drug dealer. She's definitely a drug kingpin. Yes.
Yeah, she look like
No,
a
no,
queenpin
no.
or sex trafficker.
Now I'll tell you what she did. I'll tell you what she did. She done poisoned her motherfucking husband. That's what the fuck she did.
And she looking like, yeah, I did it.
She poisoned her motherfucking husband. That's what she did, dog.
Oh man.
So y'all ready? That's everybody?
Yep.
Okay, so actually the two people named James got it the closest. So what happened is that she wind up starving her 9-year-old kid to death. Let me just get the exact.
Damn.
1 second. Let's look for these things here. But yeah, so like I said, a lot of these people you're gonna see, it's kind of crazy, but they're actually locked up for. 1 moment. And I can read off exactly what our precious little granny right here did. Here we go. And what nationality do you think she is, y'all?
That's a
American.
Samoan or some shit.
She's
Mexican or
Native American.
like Samoanish.
Yeah,
She
I
looks
think
like
Native American.
very
Filipino.
Maybe
Pacific.
Filipino the most.
Yeah,
she looks very
Filipinos.
Pacific.
Like her name is Mary Runningfoot or something like that.
Like the guy from Wrestler. What was that wrestling guy's? Where it was from? Simonas, right?
Wakishi?
The Samoans.
Yeah.
Well,
Samoans?
That's why I said she looks very Pacific. Yeah, she looks Samoan.
Yeah, she looked like that.
It looks very
those
Pacific.
people.
Yes, she is a native of Hawaii, so this is where the crime took place.
Oh
And she
yeah.
Okay.
with the girl starving
Polynesian, I guess we should say Polynesian.
Right. Yeah, y'all was close.
Okay.
Y'all was there. I see where y'all was going. I'll give y'all points.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a so the father, the mother, and the grandmother are charged with the murder after allegedly starving a 9-year-old girl to death.
Wow.
Mm. Damn, didn't see that coming.
That's
Right.
so
The little
sad.
old
She
granny,
hasn't missed
right?
a meal.
Who you telling, right?
I don't want her for
All
my
right.
grandmother.
Oh,
My grandmother like
Lord.
killing us.
That's Billy
Oh.
Ray Ross right there. That's what I saw when I first saw that. That's Billy Ray Ross.
Off the bat, he don't kill
Aryan
somebody.
Nation.
He don't kill
Aryan
somebody.
Nation all day.
Wait, what happened?
He don't
Hang
kill
on, hang on.
somebody. He don't kill somebody. He a killer. He a killer.
He done hung him a couple of black people.
He a killer.
All right,
Had sex with a
I
horse.
want
I'm
to
gonna
say
go
hate
left.
crime or drugs. That's what I want to say.
I'm gonna go left. He was caught masturbating outside
Right.
in a stalker. A
It's the
stalker
guy from the
masturbation
play.
motherfucker.
He a
You know what I
terrorist
think?
or killer. He a terrorist or
No, I
killer.
think-
Somebody like that.
I think the guy had sex with an animal, like a horse or a pig or something.
He's outside that bitch jerking off.
He was inside the plane.
He outside that bitch looking at it through the window. Like,
Lord.
yeah, that's what he's doing. I'm telling you, he's doing just like this, y'all.
So what is it?
What is it?
Okay, so our gentleman right here, he was arrested with assault and aggravated attempt to cause a bodily injury, 1 count of resisting arrest and eluding while operating a motor vehicle. So
Some regular white, not even white shit, just some regular crazy motherfucker shit.
well, there's a part 2.
Oh,
What
shit.
nationality do you think he is?
Spanish.
He's from Ireland. He's from Ireland.
Jimmy got it. He's Hispanic.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Believe it or not. Good job, Jimmy. He's Hispanic.
Anytime.
I know. I was fooled
Come
too.
again. Let me see.
I had to look. I'm like,
Come
oh
again.
wait, what? Yep. Or at least that's what he identifies with.
Oh, man.
He looks Irish, man.
It's the beard.
All right.
He done definitely touched that little kid, man.
He looks like he touched a kid.
I knew Icon was gonna say that.
He looks like
he dresses up. Yeah.
He was the coach in school. He was the coach in school, giving the kids extra credit with the little lollipop on the side, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He was that officer who shot a black man or black woman.
Oh no, he was a Cub Scout coach. He's a
I think he's a child.
He was with the Boy Scouts. He was with the Boy Scouts.
I think woman beater.
Damn.
So, everybody in? I think I heard it. Okay. So, Icon, didn't you say he touched kids? And James, I think a couple
Hell
of
yeah, I said, well,
Actually, the three Jameses said it.
Right, but you know what? He did not. But he did possess child pornography. But that wasn't his first charge. First charge, having sex with dogs.
Oh gosh.
That's his first
went doggy style for real.
Possession of child pornography. So.
Oh gosh.
So you know, if he has child porn, he touches kids. So I'm still right.
Yeah. We'll give you the points, Jimmy. We'll give you the points.
Well,
Jimmy.
we know sex and kids was somewhere in the mix.
Word.
Right.
Or she done killed her black boyfriend.
I think embezzlement.
Embezzlement. We got murder, embezzlement.
PPP scam, really?
Yeah. What the fuck is the PPP scam?
I don't even know what that is.
She tried to kill her husband.
She killed that nigga. She didn't try. She killed that black dude.
Yeah, self-defense thing. Maybe self-defense. I'm looking at
Damn,
her eyes.
Icon. I was giving her the benefit of doubt, Icon.
Her eyes was black. Her eyes was black.
Like self-defense. If you look at her eyes, they look like there's no regret in it. So maybe it look
like she said, "Yeah, I did it."
Joe be on it, boy. Joe gonna be my partner. Joe be on her case.
What?
Okay, we ready?
What?
Yeah.
All right. So old girl wild out, waiting online at a restaurant. Restaurant took too long. She pulled out a gun and started waving in the air, cursing out the damn service attendants, and got locked up.
Crazy.
Did she get a food at least? Did she get a food at least?
No. Well, she got food once. She woke up the next morning in jail, I'm sure. But no, she didn't get food. She didn't get nothing to go except handcuffs. So
that's great.
Yep. Embezzlement, though. I heard somebody. All right.
Prostitution.
Who?
Nieta. It was Nieta.
I think a prostitution or drug possession.
Okay, what did the others say? Because I couldn't hear what people said.
Okay, I think she raped a chick with a broomstick, man.
Damn, man.
Wait, nah.
That's awfully specific.
Right.
Nah, she got
I
drug
have to agree with
trafficking.
Amina. I think it's drugs and gang. I have to agree with Amina on that one.
Damn.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah,
she'll cut up somebody.
She's in the game.
Yeah.
She's a Latin queen. She definitely is.
Nah, she look a little black to me. I don't know what it is, but she don't look like she's Spanish, or maybe she's like half and half. Because you know, most people who are half and half look a little Spanish. I don't think she's Spanish.
Interesting. Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't list her nationality, but she is another resident of Hawaii. Okay.
Okay.
So, nope, nothing gangster involved. She's actually was arrested for her and her coworker was arrested for allegedly leading a tour group near a lava flow during a touring. So she worked for a touring company at a site, and they had this place lodged off, no visitors. You know what I'm saying? Because there was lava stuff coming, and her person came and did that. They also arrested, I believe, the manager, the owner. And they admitted, we figured that you had like agents, like undercover agents here. That's why we did it. And all right, well, that was stupid as hell, and they locked their asses up. So yeah, sorry y'all to disappoint. She was just she was working her job at least, you know. But
well, you know what? That trip is for people that wanted to kill their spouse and they ain't want them to know about it.
There's an underground,
push them in the lava.
Right?
It's an undertone to it, bro.
She still got killer instinct.
Literally.
You had to pay
Yeah,
extra
you
for
leading
the
somebody
spouse to
to
switch.
lava? Yeah, you got some
No,
killer
so-
instinct, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you was
Yeah.
leading them near it. It wasn't like she was leading them into a cave, you know what I'm saying, under this shit. But it was in an area that was too close to it that I guess the federal or state or whatever they call it told them not to go near, but they did it anyway. So.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: if she push him in the lava, she ain't got to worry about no funeral.
Oh my gosh.
Off the chain. Unbelievable.
Yeah. All right. All right. Whatever it is, she did it.
Off the
Damn.
chain.
Oh,
Yo,
she don't kill the
okay,
baby father
okay.
and the girlfriend.
Damn. She look vicious.
She don't kill her.
Yeah,
That is new bitch.
You know what? You know what?
Shoplifting. I want to say shoplifting.
Damn, I mean, she said murder.
No.
She said shoplifting.
It does kind of like murder.
Nah,
She killed her
that bitch-
kids.
No, that bitch stole the fucking car.
She killed
and
her
she just
kids.
ran that old ass woman down, man.
She doing food stamp fraud.
Oh, you mean with everybody else in the hood does?
Disrespectful.
You mean everybody else do what they do, selling them food stamps?
Well, I don't blame her. The price of food these days, shit.
They about to get, the people about to get a new drug dealers.
Yeah, the price of food. Go ahead, get your stamp, girl.
They go like, I got the food stamps.
Get your stamp, fool. Get your stamp.
Y'all
Make me
should be
some.
off the chain.
So
Are we ready?
you all are racist. Yeah.
Yeah, you all racist. Icon. You was the closest. Didn't you say she ran somebody down?
I said she stole the car and then she ran that old ass woman down.
Okay, well, your ass racist too, but you was close. It has something to do with a car. She was just arrested for display expired license plates and no insurance. I don't know why they locked her up, but that's why. That's
pretty innocent.
She ain't kill nobody. She ain't run nobody. Damn, boy, I see an old black lady ain't got her hair done. She done committed murder. You know what I'm saying?
She smile a little bit.
It was the lips, man. It was the lips.
That's exactly why I picked these burgers to show y'all ass some. Here we go.
She had
That-
guilty
Wait,
lips,
wait,
man.
look,
The
look.
lips was guilty. Her
At
lips
least
was
we
guilty.
racist.
Yo, Jimmy, pull
Yo.
up the picture again. Pull up the picture again, Jimmy.
Hold on. Oh shit, hang on. Damn it, hang on.
Watch this shit.
All right.
Look at her lips. Her lips guilty as hell.
How you got guilty lip? How you
You
got
can't
guilty
trust
of
that
murder,
ass.
man. Y'all wrote the woman off like, God damn.
You can't trust a woman with lips like that.
So that's the
How many
lips.
women
That's the
with
reason
lips
why
like
you
that do you know, bro?
think-
How many
No
of them have
one,
done you
man.
wrong?
I'm trying to stay away from that shit, man.
Y'all
So
are
you
some-
looking at a woman's lips, you be like, I can't deal with you.
Hell
You
no,
like you
man.
run people over with cars.
She bound to do
That's
some.
terrible.
She bound to do some dumb shit, man.
off the
Terrible.
chain.
That's
Disrespect.
terrible.
Well, hopefully the woman's out. It was just a driving offense. Here we go.
Tax
Here
fraud.
we go.
Tax fraud.
No, I think he beat his wife.
Okay. Anybody else?
Embezzlement, tax fraud, some shit like that. He stole a lot of money.
All right. Final answer.
I think he went berserk.
He a kingpin. I guarantee you he a kingpin. He look like he got some mules somewhere. He got a tunnel underneath somebody's jail or some shit.
No, he spazzed out because somebody tried to give him a parking ticket.
Wow.
You been like the last nigga that pumped my gas, man.
Okay. All right, everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay, so this guy right here was arrested for incest with a 7-year-old and with a 53-year-old.
What's that?
Wait, how do you have? Wait.
Incest?
Incest with a 53-year-old?
With a 53-year-old and a 7-year-old.
And a
Let's keep it all in the family.
7-year-old?
That's crazy.
Damn.
You gotta hide your wife, hide your moms, your kids,
I'm doing
everybody.
this off of memory. And what nationality I think he is?
Indian.
Arab.
Yeah,
He has to be from Bangladesh. No.
Yeah, that one. That
Bangladesh
one.
or,
I'm going with that one. Bangladesh. Yeah, I'm going with that one.
He decided to go to a family reunion and go looking for women.
He looked like Bangladesh for real.
He is Indian, so we finally got this one right. Y'all done started to redeem yourselves, but y'all was on a fucking
We had another one right where James said the guy who looked white was Spanish. That was right.
See, acá.
Yeah, it was with a 7-year-old young male and with a 53-year-old female.
Damn shame for the 7-year-old.
I didn't even know incest was a
damn
crime.
shame. The incest, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, incest is a crime. And with
I
a
had no idea, to be honest with you. I did not know.
I mean, I know the 7-year-old.
I had no intentions.
Oh, she definitely don't sold somebody some kids.
She look at a school teacher. Oh.
Drug dealing.
So let me look this.
Hold on. Look at, she
tax fraud.
Did somebody say she stole kids or what is that?
I'm thinking it's a drug dealer.
She looks like a school teacher.
Tax fraud or sex trafficking?
Something to do with kids.
She fucked up a kid.
I think it's either sex trafficking or tax fraud. That's what I'm looking
She looks
at.
innocent, so it's something to do with kids. She looks innocent. So
She fucked up a kid.
Those are usually the ones that do something with kids.
She fucked up a kid.
So, what is it?
She has actually been arrested for being a stowaway in a Hawaii airport.
Being a what?
It's not her first time. She's a multiple offender.
Being a what?
So somehow she got past security at the airport.
Stowaway.
Stowed away on an airplane.
Stowaways, people who get on a plane illegally.
Right.
Oh, so she just hopped on that motherfucker?
Yep.
And she's done it multiple times.
Somebody sponsors some plane tickets.
Well, y'all think she touching because she done sold kids, you know what I'm saying? Pay ABCs and then put them in back of
Like, how did you get past all that shit though? Like, where's this at?
Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
What is Hawaii? I'm getting away from Hawaii right now.
In Hawaii, right? Hawaii amazed me with this thing. They got a lot of shit going on down there.
Hawaii is loose. Hold on.
I got a few here in Hawaii.
I'm gonna cross them off my list.
I think she slept with a student.
Oh, she definitely did. And
What?
Even if she didn't get convicted, I think she slept with a student.
Okay, James, the other James.
She took one of the students on vacation.
She did what?
Took him on vacation.
Oh, and never came back with him or something.
She had somebody in the basement.
Yeah,
what?
She killed her sister.
Damn. Okay.
That's a little extreme.
I think she had family, like somebody in the basement locked up or something.
Okay.
She tried to kill her husband.
Try to kill her husband. Anybody else? Okay. Has nothing to do with killing anybody, y'all. And what was the other one? What was the main one y'all was saying?
I get some crazy shit, legend. Shit, I need some action.
Once again, it's in Hawaii. She is a former CEO of the Honolulu Property Management Company, and she was arrested for allegedly stealing $126,996 from the business. So this list includes $27,800 for Alamona gift certificates, $20,900 for Koa furniture for her home, $7,786.41 for granite counters for her home, and the list goes on, which includes new tires, private music lessons for a friend, and a new concrete driveway for another friend. So she was sharing the wealth.
Expensive taste.
Hell yeah, she was sharing the wealth. You know, most motherfuckers be in the hood, they ain't giving you shit. She was sharing the wealth.
Yeah, she was acting like the shit was really hers.
It worked.
I mean, it was. It was.
She was getting it for a while.
Yep. Oh man. Damn, that was good.
How far are we down, Jimmy?
That was it.
Really? Did I? I thought there was one more here I wanted.
I'll double check. Well, I'm pretty sure that was it.
Black guy. Let me see. I might have missed this one.
All right, that's it. That's it.
I think that's it. Hang on, let me double check. I'm making sure I ain't miss one.
No, maybe I missed him. 1 second.
Oh, you're right. You're
I
right.
think you
My
saved the
apologies.
best for last. Is it who I think it is?
It is.
We saved the best for last, people. Ain't this some shit?
All right, hang on. I gotta email it to
I
myself.
was hoping you'd save this for last. So good job, Jimmy. We always here.
Of course. All right. So now I gotta get my damn phone to work because it's frozen. Give me 2 seconds. It'll work.
Yes, sir. I definitely want to know everybody's take on this last one. I told you I'd go out with a bang. Icon, you wanted something? I got you something.
And of course, my phone is frozen right now. Give me 2 seconds. Hold up.
No problem, bro.
I should go holler at that lady so she can buy me a new phone.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she out there buying stuff. Hang on, I'm sending it over now. But I don't know. I'm looking at the picture now. Now I'm kind of wondering. All right. Here we go. I could have it. Didn't download for some reason. All right.
What's this going on? I guess. Oh, okay. God damn.
Oh, damn.
Hey, now we got some shit. Damn.
He got convicted of joyride.
I know resisting arrest had to be one of them.
That's something with
Yo, they removed that nigga whole shoulder. Where's the shoulder at, man?
Wait, I can't
Where's
even
the shoulder at? I don't understand. Where's this nigga body? Like, what's going on?
selling cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yo,
Tears in my eyes.
like, why does his body look like it look like they just holding a head and it's like a pillow.
Some shoulders.
Man. The fuck's going on? This is a whole midget.
Wait, does he have a whole body though?
But why does he look like he's smiling though? That's a strange thing.
That's a little
Do
person.
you have mental health issues?
This is Shorty. Whatever. That
Look, why he saying cheese? Why he saying cheese?
he got shortcomings. He
Yeah,
got
he
shortcomings.
look like he's smiling, right? He look like he's smiling.
That motherfucker.
He's up there
He
saying, "I
killed
like this
somebody.
shit. I like this shit."
Oh my
He killed
gosh.
somebody and turned around and ate her ass.
So Deepa pointed out first about something. So she about the smile, right? So there's a story behind this. So this poor gentleman was arrested for suspicion of drinking while driving. Okay, so they brought him in. Okay? So for every time they kept trying to take his mugshot, he kept smiling. They told him stop smiling. So they said it's a standard procedure. Asked him up like this to stop making him smiling, but the man was still, hey, that's how he
I was gonna say he looked like he was smiling.
Yeah.
He's actually suing them now.
He was under the influence. He thought camera smile.
Yeah.
Well, I smile.
He likes smiling.
Right. And he's actually suing them now for that. So, you know, if that was useless, and now they're about to get a lawsuit.
They made him look like a whole pillow, man. Like his body don't even look real, man. Like,
oh my gosh.
You know how hard they gotta squeeze your neck for your whole body to be inflated?
Oh my god.
Pretty much.
So what's the people holding a smile about being yoked up? What makes it funnier?
What's the lawsuit gonna be?
Oh well, for harassment, saying like roughing up. I don't know. However they put it, the technical time.
They're gonna call it
something.
Smile.
I would have called it fucking I would call it attempted murder.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You got your hand around my neck, and if I can't breathe, that's attempted murder to me, right?
Oh, that's what he's trying to run with. I don't know. I don't think they label it attempted murder, but he's trying to run.
Some people have died by getting choked out, and the motherfucker just held it there.
Yep. So.
I would have said attempted murder just to be an asshole.
Yep.
So, you know, as you see, so that's the end of our game tonight, right? But it proves a point. I mean, we had a lot of laughs tonight, but as you can see, just by how somebody looked, you see all the different ideas that we had, right? So think about this. This is how a lot of these cops do when they're driving down the street and they see you walking. This is how a lot of these businesses do when you walk in. You're plenty of money and you're ready to, you know, you're in a great mood and you're ready to eat. That's how a lot of these businesses, a lot of even these state offices and things do, schools. So perception becomes a lot because of what we're used to seeing, all the stories that we know. So when we see somebody,
Or even your name.
Right, or even the names. That's a whole other thing. When you see those names, so you see how we was trying to guess nationalities, and some of them we couldn't, because I didn't even know till I looked them up. So it happened. You know what I mean? So that's how easily these things go, and this is how perception is done through the media, through the books, through everything we read, and inside the home. So just wanted to prove a point there. So definitely thank y'all for playing, and hope y'all enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Huh?
This is a good one. I think that's about it for us because it's 11 o'clock and some of y'all got to go to work tomorrow.
I love that.
Guess who's not? This guy. Actually took a day off.
James, you actually go to work?
I do. I have to at least go to sometime. I gotta at least show my face every once in a while. So they can know I still work there.
Oh, okay. Then just to show a hi and keep going, huh? Just get your
Peeking.
attendance in for the
guys. All right, bye. Hey, I work very hard. Yes.
Says
very
head of department. Oh, okay.
That was very mind stimulating. Thank you.
It was a lot of fun. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Look, man, listen, I've met many people in my life. I don't care how sweet or how quiet you look. There's a lot of underring people be doing.
Right. So this is actually part of a mini series. So there's going to be 2 other parts to Stereotypes, Not My Gripes. It won't be on racism though. So stay tuned. We have 2 other topics that we'll be covering. So, and we'll be doing another game. It'll just be probably on a different note. Unless y'all want to do the mugshot game again, we can. But it'll probably be something geared towards that topic for that one as well. So definitely stay tuned. I'm glad y'all enjoyed. Definitely.
Oh yeah. Well, this was definitely a good one. We had a lot of fun tonight. Definitely. I had no idea where this was going.
Right. I wanted you to have some fun for a change, Jimmy. So
of course, it was good. It was good. So all right. Legend, you might have to take us home because I got a delivery at the front door. I got to go pick up.
Oh, definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do thank y'all for joining us tonight.
I'll be right back.
No problem. So thank you so much for joining us tonight for this show. My name is Legend Damian Simmons. As far as anything, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as well as Xtreme Truth Podcast. We're also available on those platforms as well. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Icon, would you like to say your piece? Let us know what's going on in your world.
Well, you can find the Icon on Icon 127, Instagram, Twitter, James Icon Grant on YouTube, and also Xtreme, baby. Woo! Xtreme _truth _podcast, correct? No. On YouTube.com, and you can follow iConnection Productions on Instagram, iConnection _productions.
Absolutely. And Jimmy Bones also has his show Fall to Rise, which will be returning soon. You can look for it. That's also found on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook as well. We'd also like to have
sorry. And we have our other series. Oh, should have been the wrong damn size. Inside the Man Cave.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit. Yeah, Inside the Man Cave. That will be coming very, very soon. It's going to be its own series based on damn, I just ran down the damn steps. Based on our show Inside the Mind of a Man. Yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed it a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully you all got something. So we're going to be launching the series. Here's the tip.
Looking forward to it. I don't know if
you guys know, but you can get alcohol delivered.
Yes, Drizzly. Right?
I just tried to order a small bottle, and I think they messed up. Woo! So whoever wants to come by, I got a big bottle of liquor. I'm not going to drink. I have a big bottle of liquor and a 6-pack of ginger beer.
God damn.
Oh yeah, I love that ginger beer. I love that ginger beer.
Yeah, that's what I'm still like. He got some over here. I was like, okay, that tastes good though. That's how they make the what is it, Texas mules or something like that. So,
Moscow mules.
Also, would anybody else like to have anything coming up that we'd like to tell our Xtreme community so that way we can come and support? Feel free to step up.
Well, hold on. Let me just let everybody just be on notice. Now, May 4th, The icon will be performing at Drome. In New York City. I believe it's 85 Avenue A at Drome. All right, that will be May 4th. All right. If you want to see the icon headline, just come, baby.
Absolutely.
How much it cost to get in, bro?
Nice.
Yo, Icon, how much it cost to get in, bro? Give them that information. How much it cost to get in?
It'll be more information about that coming soon.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be important information. Check Xtreme Truth's Facebook page, Florida Rising's Facebook page, social media, as well as our connections. We'll put it on all of the pages so that everyone has access to it. So,
And,
yeah.
Anyone else got any things coming up? Feel free.
Products, any parties, anything else that we need to know about so we can get some comp tickets.
Yes.
Where the hoes
comp tickets? Comp tickets
is gonna be.
I have a fundraiser October 8th, but it ain't no comp ticket.
Did I buy tickets for that already?
Ain't no comp ticket.
Is that the one I bought tickets for last year?
Yes.
Okay, is my ticket still valid?
I don't know. Think about it.
I bought tickets last year for that. So
I'll think about it.
I'm trying to go out there and be out there on my Sunday best. I'm not. But,
yeah.
You know,
yes, it's definitely black tie fair. Clean. Come in there clean. Suits,
what if I don't want to wear ties? I don't wear ties.
Still wear bow tie.
I don't wear ties.
Yes, you do. I saw your picture. Stop lying.
I'm going there with an ascot on.
You could do that too. That's clean. That's sharp too.
What about a turtleneck?
Why would you? You can't do a turtleneck. You can't. If you do it with the right kind of suit.
You can't do a turtleneck. You got no neck, nigga.
Okay, how about this?
Damn,
how about a blazer with no shirt under it?
So like AC Slater and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know this AC Slater.
Just have straight taco meat out.
Oh gosh, why did I do this to myself?
Ooh. So who's drinking with Jimmy?
Shit, I'm gonna catch up with him later this week. We got some recording to do, so he might as well just go ahead and hold on to that. It's been a while anyway, so.
Yeah, man. I really did not want it. I might just drop this off at your house or something tomorrow because I really didn't want this much.
Damn, it's like that, Jimmy? Okay.
I really didn't want this much, like at all. I wanted a little bit.
Okay. I wasn't gonna drink to the weekend, but I'll hold on to it till the weekend, shit.
Okay.
Enjoy,
okay, well,
guys.
I think that's it.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
All right,
see y'all.
We're about to.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. I mean, you going? Are we saying goodbye now?
I can't wait on you.
Okay.
Good night.
Baby, go.
Woo, Lord.
X.